McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 welcome to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. I feel a lot like this is the Armani and Edwards show back in the day because it's Big D Energy without Neil Rule or Darren McCarty.
What?
My name is Stick. I'll be filling in for Neil. That guy playing the best role of Darren McCarty today is Anson.
Big shoes.
The anchor, the pillar, the monument,
the
sculpture.
Thank you.
Everything that you could ask for an employee of all time. Kenneth Green,
thank you,
a.k.a. KG.
I just want my respect. That's it. Just reminiscing over our summer that we had. We had quite the summer, me and Stick.
You know, it's a growing process, but you know what? Sometimes the best friendships are built on
forced to fight.
No, right? and through everything I gained a lot. Not to say I didn't respect you before, but I gained a lot more respect
before, and that's okay.
No, I absolutely respected Stick. No, that is not how we got here to begin with. But no, I learned a lot more respect for you over our situation and everything. So.
And
much love, Stick.
And then you definitely took one for the team by killing the trailer and all the equipment.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I pushed us forward as a network.
A martyr right there.
For real.
And then the other anchor and the pillar of this network.
Time.
Spenmo Rax, how you doing?
Hello.
How you feeling today, man?
Feeling great.
You hopped on the YouTube the minute we got notified that we were able to be back on last night.
How'd that show go?
It was fun. It was just me and Justin getting hype and talking about the Pistons and the Lions. It was a lot of fun.
Shout out Justin Satawa.
You guys were live for that missed field goal, right?
Yep. Yes, we were.
Oh, how good did it feel to wake up today knowing that the bitch-ass Packers are sitting in third in the NFC North?
They left their house in third and had a long drive home to 7th place in the NFC.
2 losses at home in a row. One, you could have given them the Eagles loss if this just happened in a vacuum and it was one. Right? But compounding that, back-to-back losses at home with the Panthers, and Jordan Love.
Man,
is the Jordan Love conversation over now? Can we finally end the Jordan Love is he even
he's
top
above
4 in the NFC North?
He's above mid. I think we can all admit that, but he's not elite. He's not top 5. He ain't none of that shit. And do we realize that I said this on the morning show, 3 of the Packers' losses have come to teams that they've held under 20 points. That's how bad their offense is.
Well, they should put Micah Parsons on offense, right?
Maybe Adam.
He does everything.
They need a tight end.
He's the greatest player to ever grace a field. And what did he have last night? 0 tackles, 0 sacks.
I heard Neil was very active in the Woodward chat.
He chased around the quarterback a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He never touched him, though.
Yeah.
So that was cute. Packers fans, like for real.
J.J. McCarthy or Jordan Love?
Oh, it's J.J. McCarthy all day.
Whoa!
That's not even a conversation.
Wow!
Shit, I knew he was going to go J.J.
No, for real. Is that even a conversation? J.J. McCarthy has 2 comeback wins this season.
All right, we not going to do that.
Jordan Love has what?
As much as I hate the Packers, we not going to do that.
Really?
Nah. Listen.
We revisit this in 2 years. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah, I am a Michigan man, but they ain't got shit to do with the pros. We in the pros now, and J.J. McCarthy he's had a very interesting start to his career.
9.
And how about Jordan Love? I mean, he's 27 years old, and all 27-year-old Packer quarterbacks win Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Like he's on trend to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Last night, that beautiful fumble where he gets hit, tries to throw the ball. Absolutely beautiful to watch those assholes in Green Bay just have to sit there while the Bears are ahead of you.
The QB delusion in the NFC North is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Love, as you said, he's better than average. He's not a great quarterback. JJ has a lot to develop, and as we've seen him over his career, high school, college, the guy struggles, figures it out, and then he gets real, real good. So that still could happen. Caleb Williams, look at who he's beaten, and look at the stats he's backed his way into in the final 5-6 minutes in the game. You can call him clutch. I'm going to call him average. And seeing this talk about 9 and the aura and the Caleb the future and Jordan Love's going to win one at 27. I feel bad for these other fans, man. These guys are nuts.
Yeah. Jake Rue, by the way, we are back on YouTube.
Yeah. Shout out, man.
No more offensive chat polls coming your way today.
No, we have AI moderators now.
Just good, clean fun in the chat.
AI is watching us.
Good,
clean fun.
Good, clean fun. Good, clean fun.
Family friendly.
Shout out to Jake O 591. Give us the Packers on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I can't wait.
Stoked. You know what? Before the Packers started sucking balls, I was excited about this Thanksgiving game because it's going to be a retribution game. And we just saw what happened to the lowly Washington Commanders during a retribution game.
Commies.
What do you think Thanksgiving is going to look like now, especially with Dan Campbell taking over the play calling?
It's going to look for the Packers like it looked for us for 30, 40 years. Their holiday will be absolutely ruined. I mean, this isn't going to be a close game, guys. I think that this is just another game on that revenge list, and the Packers are going to get taken to Pound Town, period. And they are going to go home just looking for some turkey or something to lick their wounds with because they are in trouble. I don't see this team as that great at all. I think they're about the same as their quarterback. They're above average.
Jersey green, the booty hole brown.
I mean, Jordan Love did have 176 yards passing yesterday.
Oh, watch out.
Elite.
Watch out.
Elite.
Is that
I
less
was
than
told
JJ?
he was better than Jared Goff. I'm not, by someone here at this network. I'm
were
not
told
gonna
that.
I'm
You
not
were
going to get
told that.
into it. I feel like I've harped on that enough.
Yeah,
fair.
just a little bit.
I was told.
But that doesn't mean that that's not true.
Listen, me and Jared Goff have had our differences. I've never said that. Jordan Love's a fucking bum.
Yeah, no, you ain't never said that for sure.
I hate him.
Bum.
You did say they had a better receiving coordinator, but
I did.
We forget about
I did.
that. We slide right over. That's cool.
Don't forget to get your super chats in now that YouTube is back. And are we still on Twitch and stuff too?
We are
Spenny?
still on Twitch. We're
right.
staying on Twitch. No more X or Facebook, but we'll be live on Twitch and YouTube going forward.
Shout out Twitch.
Shout out Twitch. And Spenny, if you want to monitor those comments, if anything good comes across, let me know. But we got Sideless 5339. This is why beating the Ravens was such an important win.
Facts.
We beat the Ravens, the Bears, and the Vikings lost, and the Packers will lose to them. Ravens looking damn good, 3 in a row.
Yeah, their defense got healthy. They got playmakers all over. Oh, and then there's a certain MVP that's back under center. And when you look at their stats, what they do to teams with Lamar out there, I mean, this is a team that probably will end up winning 9 games. And that AFC North is so bad. I mean, are you going to tell me that the Steelers are going to win 10? The Bengals are going to win 10? So you'll probably see a team come out of the North there with 9 wins, and it could be Lamar and the Ravens.
Ryan's reaction with the super chat, eyeballing Thanksgiving Day tickets. How much you guys think they are right now? Just
astronomical.
Average price. What do you think? Guess?
More than I can afford. Jesus
$450.
Christ. What, get in?
No, for one ticket, how much you think?
For one ticket, at least $500.
Spenny?
Yeah, I would say at least $500.
$700 plus right now.
Jesus.
$700 plus.
You know, you could have won some free ones if you came to Art and Jake's in Shelby Township last Sunday.
This is true.
Shout
Give
out.
all kinds of stuff.
And you can win free ones if you have a hot girlfriend.
And if you got that guy's got a hot girl.
Hey.
Right.
We're
Epic
doing our
line.
Outkick Your Coverage promotion again. So if you got a hot girl, post it up on social media. # Woodward Outkick. And we will pick a winner. There was a leader in the clubhouse after yesterday.
The early
really?
front runners
Already?
The early front runner stuff is so fun.
I mean, that's how we do this, right? Yeah, thank you. There you go. Shout out to
So
Sharon.
last year's winner,
Sorry,
he was happy about the tickets, not happy about the situation. The year before that, I wasn't around for that one. Was he happy at least?
Yeah. I mean, last year's guy just really didn't
He was
like that I
bitching.
called him ugly.
Yeah, like,
But
He
that's
was
the
not.
game.
That's the point of the
It's called
contest.
being self-aware.
and you got gifted for being ugly.
Right.
And
Like,
you
what the
still
fuck?
get a gift every time you go home.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a hot
Like,
girl.
why you
What do
mad?
care about being ugly?
Yeah, this contest speaks more to the guy because if you're so ugly and you manage to bag somebody as fine as hell, that's a compliment on you.
This competition would never work in reverse.
No.
Ever.
It wouldn't.
Well,
No
it
way.
can be in reverse. I mean,
Dude, no girls come in
Ugly girl with a
An extremely ugly woman could put her super hot boyfriend out there and she could win.
Yeah.
Nah, it
There's
just
nothing
don't,
wrong with that.
It don't sound the same with Stick
So
saying,
it's
this
open
guy's,
to women
this girl's
to-
got a hot guy.
This girl's got a hot guy.
It don't sound, it ain't got the same ring. It ain't got the same ring to it. I'm sorry.
Man, lots to talk about in today's show. D-Mac is not here today, but we do have to acknowledge he is celebrating his, how many years of sobriety?
10 years.
That's
10
big.
years of sobriety. 11/11 is his date. California sober, as he calls it.
Yep.
Which is the way he got off the hard drugs.
God plan.
Off the liquor and all that stuff. And as you know, D-Mac is a man of the people. I mean, he was out at Art and Jake's all day, right, on Sunday?
Yeah, he was there all day.
Work in the room.
And
My boy D-Mac,
And
man.
what you got to love about D-Mac, man, is, you know, they just brought in the Red Wings for the 100-year anniversary. Sergey was in there. They did this big suited-up conference and all that. And he's on the panel with them. And, you know, I was talking to Neil about that. And we got into the debate a while ago. What was more important, the Stanley Cups or fight night at the Joe, right? And I argued fight night at the Joe. And, you know, you can have your opinion on that. That's not what this conversation is about. But when you looked at that dais and you saw Sergei Fedorov up there, you saw Chelios, you saw Yzerman, and then you see Darren McCarty. Not the Flash, not the guy that you think of as a superstar, but they know he was a staple of that team and needed to be represented during the 100 years.
Pivotal.
For sure.
Pivotal.
Stanley Cup clinching goal.
Yeah, I honestly, I still think that's nice, but fight night at the Joe is what makes D-Mac D-Mac. And when we're out in public, I rarely hear people come up to him and be like, man, I love your Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Everybody's always, man, I loved when you beat the shit out
Every
of me.
time
of
he's
course.
introduced, it's 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty. What do you mean?
I'm talking about when fans approach him and start a
No,
conversation.
fans definitely bring up the fight first. Yeah, they do.
I mean, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Darren
I was
McCarty.
there.
And
But-
he was on that national program Spittin' Chicklets yesterday
Yeah.
talking about a buddy that he grew up with, how they made a $200
No,
bet.
his cousin.
Oh, his cousin.
Yeah.
Made the $200 bet who would win first, the Maple Leafs or the Red Wings. And he was the one with the game-clinching goal to do it.
Yep.
He made his boy pay the $200. But you guys remember that old Spice commercial, The Most Interesting Man in the World?
That was a Dozalki's commercial. But
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Dos
Dos
Equis.
Equis. That's right.
Yep.
It's Isaiah Mustafa. They got a new guy to play it. And
Darren?
It should be Darren.
That
because
was great.
people ask me all the time, what's he like?
There's a commercial series for Woodward Sports. Darren McCarty, the most interesting man in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think that's a great idea. I'm going to write that
It,
down.
it needs to happen because he truly is. He's the greatest teammate I've ever had, and everybody here talks about it. Stick told me about it for years before I got to be his teammate. He's crazy intelligent. He's, I mean, from wrestling to world championships. I mean, the guy has so many stories, so much intrigue. I mean, truly, he's just one of the most intriguing human beings I've ever met in my life. But he's got an absolute heart of gold. Shout out, D-Mac. Congratulations on 10 years. I'm somebody that understands how difficult that is, man, and my hat's off to you, brother.
Yeah, and also, you know, like, what's cool about D-Mac is just because he's sober, it doesn't stop him from being social. A lot of people think that, hey, I stopped drinking, I stopped doing drugs, I'm not gonna be able to hang out and do all those things. But D-Mac's still such a social butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as he says, he's the battery, and the people are the energy that supply it. So
And he always smells so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Loud.
that Snoop Dogg cologne.
I'm trying to tell you.
Cologne. So,
Shout out my guy,
congratulations, D-Mac. Thank you for
time.
being honestly the best teammate that there's ever been. And also, happy Veterans Day. I know that's also important to Darren McCarty. He does his golf outing every year that supports vets. His manager, Nick Antonucci, is a vet, and they do a ton of work in that community as well. So shout out to all the vets. Thank you to those who have served and are currently serving.
And shout out Dan Trendle, my boy. Appreciate you. Thank you sincerely for your service, as I've told you many times. And all you vets, head on over to BlackRock. They got an awesome free special. Bring your vet card, and they will hook you up today.
Yeah, and you can get hooked up even more. They've got another special. It's $19.99 steak and lobster tail. BlackRockRestaurants.com. Find one near you. It's delicious. And remember, Braylon's meat is on the menu. A 22-ounce New York strip. You could go get it for yourself. And it's cold. It's wintertime. They got the best comfort food in the game. It's cheesy pull-apart jalapeno bread. You dip in their homemade chili. Go check it out at BlackRock. BlackRockRestaurants.com. And Stick, what about Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning?
I mean, they're awesome, mostly because it's cold as hell out right now, and you do not want that furnace breaking. And if it does, you know who to call. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to SharonsHeating.com right now. They've been doing it for 42 years. They know about all the new technology. They know about how you need to stay warm, and they're also sponsoring our contest for Outkick Your Coverage. So they're cool-ass people, too. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
You know how I know this thing works? Every single time I come in here, somebody is in the chair.
Facts.
Tell me what that name is again. The Osaki what?
The Osaki Platinum.
The Osaki Platinum Massage Chair Warehouse. They're going to up your relaxation game. They're the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. Top brands like Infinity and Osaki we just talked about. They're located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. You can book a visit at massagechairhouse.com or just scan that code you see above my head. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
Asian massage.
Yeah,
chair.
that's my
Shout
bad,
out.
Anson. I got the wrong traffic sheet in here.
Uh-oh.
We'll just do P-Fit at the end.
And I was bragging. I told you I had them in order. I was all excited. I'm like, man, where's it at?
No, don't worry about us, Spenny. That's all right.
He was
welcome
nervous
back to
today.
He do this shit all the time.
Spenny's been nervous all day.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome back to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Welcome back to all of our YouTube viewers. Welcome to all our new Twitter viewers, our Twitch viewers, and then, of course, everybody on Facebook as well. We appreciate you guys for being a part of the conversation. My name is Stick. I'm filling in for Neil Rule today. Anson is filling in for Darren McCarty. KG is here. Spenny's here. And don't forget to get your super chats in. Shout out to Devin the dog. They preyed on our downfall.
They did.
On 10, bitch. We stood tall.
Goddamn clankers tried to take us off of YouTube.
Hey, I taking her jerks.
Remember man out of Lansing after all that happened? After the pre-trial? After the status? We got to talk about Cade Cunningham. And
You do.
Who?
Cade Cunningham.
Mike Jones.
Varys1237. I don't know if he predicts things, but he must watch the shows often because he said Stick about to shit on Cade for missing 30 shots coming soon. Although he had 46-point triple-double and a W.
First question, how many turnovers do you have?
Yep.
So Cade did not have a triple-double. He had a quadruple-double.
That's right, quadruple-double, man.
11
turnovers. They don't happen
11
often.
turnovers.
They don't happen often.
And he also missed 31 shots, not 30.
It was a lot.
So that's 42 empty possessions.
What happened at the end of the game?
They won.
And that's all that really matters, right?
Yep.
With a G League roster.
With a
No
G-League
Toby.
roster on the second
No
night
B.
of
Stu. No Karis LeVert. No Asar. No Ivy. Like 5 of their 7 best guys were out.
and their second, third, and fourth, and fifth best shot creators and shot makers on the second night of a back-to-back after traveling from Philly. Insane performance.
The back-to-backs has been killing this team. Even when they started playing really well last year, that youthful, energy was not there in that back-to-back. Like, we already lost a back-to-back this year.
Yeah.
Yesterday, last night, like, the resolve, the resiliency, and then just seeing these young guys step up. That's
Daniss
what happens
Jenkins.
on championship teams. You have some injuries for a month or so.
You say championship
Oh,
team.
bro, this team is getting out the East. I've been saying it. I got a bet on this team
Whoa.
facing off with OKC, bro.
Hot take alert.
No, I've been
alert.
on this since summer, man. Listen.
In preseason, you were saying Pistons winning the East?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the only team that I don't like our matchup with is Cleveland. They're going to own the Knicks. The New York Peasants, if they get to that stage with the Pistons, they in trouble. Listen, Orlando's a joke. They're not, like, I've been seeing all these people apologizing to the Pistons as they should. There's nobody that plays as aggressively and physically as this team right now.
And that's the best part. They're ascending up, too.
Yeah.
This isn't an old-ass squad that you're hoping catches their legs.
Right.
These are
They're
young guys.
so young.
And they're only going to get more healthy. And for all the people who think I'm a Cade hater, KG, I'm going to lean on you for this probably for the rest of the season and leaning on into the –
All right.
Who had Cade at an MVP level preseason?
That was you.
Okay. And this is where I think people got off the rails last year about what I was saying about Cade Cunningham. And I was just saying he's not there yet. And people kept telling me he's this, he's that. And I said, no, he's not. And that made me a hater by saying, no, he's not. I think we can all agree he's taken a step forward this year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was a 24-year-old star. Now he's a 25-year-old superstar.
This is what they were telling me he was last year. And so that's why I feel comfortable this year saying MVP candidate, because I believe he had to get there. And I wasn't going to give him the roses before he earned them. And that's what I felt a lot of people were doing.
People were calling him an MVP candidate last year?
Yeah, nobody
People were
said
saying
that,
he was the best person to ever put on a Pistons uniform last year.
I said he's the best Pistons since Isaiah Thomas, and it's true.
And I backed him on that.
Exactly.
To be real.
Okay. So better than Grant Hill.
Yes.
Right. And you said
You hate the team because of
Come
Grant
on
Hill.
now,
You
man.
gotta
Grant
stop
Hill was
playing.
being mentioned with Jordan
And so
in the
was
late
Cade.
90s.
And that's the thing. They weren't around during the Grant
No,
Hill.
I mean,
Right?
Cade
I
has been mentioned
I
with
technically
Jordan.
was.
Like, what are you guys talking about?
No, I
No,
technically
Cade
was.
wasn't mentioned with Jordan last year.
Yes, he was.
This
Cade
year-
Cunningham
No, he
was
was.
doing
He
things
did
that
versus
only
Jordan.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic did last year. He was quite literally mentioned with Jordan. Nobody
And
said he
three
was
of those
an
guys
MVP
play defense.
candidate.
And-
Nobody said he was going to win MVP last year. Now he legitimately might.
Yeah,
And he should.
And you're hearing the MVP chants during every free throw from like the first week of the season.
No, and this is what we were saying. The signs had always been there with Cade.
Right.
If you were not saying you weren't paying attention, but if people were really paying attention, you can see the trajectory that Cade was on. But I will admit, this year you're seeing it like a front row and center because he is absolutely taking over games. His fourth quarters have been immaculate to this point, and he's doing everything that the Pistons need him to do. He's been a leader in all aspects.
Yeah, I mean,
All aspects.
stuff in the stat sheet and reading the team and figuring out what these young guys need too. That's the thing now. He's the veteran, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's not trying to figure it out anymore.
He got it.
He got it, right?
Yeah.
And he has the respect of the league. Sideless 5339 with the super chat. I love Pistons Anson. He ain't no SOL Anson. Stand on business, heckler.
I do like Pistons.
That's
Anson.
right. I know these guys all love the Pistons answer, but listen,
Pistons Anson, I rock with.
they're, as long as this team stays healthy, when they get Ivy back, by March, Ivy's going to be an absolute terror in this league.
He ain't gonna have to do a lot.
If this team stays healthy, they're coming out of the East. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. And when you put this team up against OKC, who's coming out of the West, period, there's only one team in the NBA that reminds me of OKC in terms of camaraderie. OKC, it's 15 strong. They are all one unit. That's what you're seeing in Detroit. You saw Jenkins talking about it last night, like just the next man up. They sound like the Lions have sounded the last few years. And I'm going to tell you, this is the future of the NBA in the East, and we've already seen the future of the NBA in the West, and they are built so similarly. Pistons get one more legit three-point shooter, man,
Yo-wee.
named Jaden Ivey. I know you like him.
40% three-point shooter before he got injured last
Yep,
year.
yep.
He was leading the team. And
He was going to have a year last year. I'm so mad he got hurt, man. But no, when he comes back, though, it's not going to be a ton of pressure on him. And that's what I love. He'll be able to just fit right into his role, help the team any way he can, because this Pistons team has grown. They matured. People from Cade to Isaiah Stewart. You love what Karis LeVert is giving you. Duncan Robinson's fitting in perfect. Daniss Jenkins, I'm so happy for that kid, man. I have been watching him since the Motor City Cruise last year. You can tell he was a talented kid, but he's finally getting his opportunity.
Big shot.
Man, that huge
You still
shot.
miss Beasley?
Two huge
Huge
shots.
shots.
You still miss Beasley?
Yes.
Nah.
That's what I thought.
But if the
That's what I
Pistons,
thought.
if the
I would
Pistons
gladly
were to
take
get him back,
Malik
miss
Beasley
Beasley?
on this team. I would
After that-
absolutely
No, if
love
they were to
have
get him
Malik
back, I'm
Beasley
all-
on
I'll
this
take
team.
him back
board.
for $4 million.
after that performance in the playoffs last year,
I'll
you think
take Malik Beasley on
no,
this
I
team.
still
You would
take
take
him.
Beasley?
I still
Yes.
take him.
And, oh, by the way, a little respect on my guy's name. It was a triple-double for Cade Cunningham last
Stop
night.
playing.
He had 2 turnovers, not 11.
That's not what my stat sheet said.
Well, your
Yo,
stats
that
wrong.
she lied to you.
All right, good.
And
Then
see,
yeah.
I'm sitting up here listening to him. I should have known better.
Yeah,
man.
see?
I should have known
Oh, yeah,
better.
he only had 2. What are you talking about?
It's Yahoo.
Get the Real Sports
It's
app.
Yahoo.
No free plugs, but I'm telling you, Real
I
Sports
was going
app
to say,
is
I
the
thought
best
I would have
sports
seen
app.
11.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a hell of
That's-
a game, man.
that's-
Now, let me nitpick a little bit.
Damn, come on,
Let's
Sid.
nitpick, and let's talk about how much better
on,
Cade
Sid.
can still get.
Oh, that's the thing.
He's shooting
Sky's the
his
limit.
worst from the free throw line ever at 80 flat, right? 80.2.
But he is getting to the free throw
Getting there
line.
much
More.
often, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Last
the thing,
year, that
bro.
was a major
That's
issue.
the thing. He is getting to the free throw line 2.5 more times per game. He can increase his free throw shooting up to 84, which is like basically his lifetime average. He's shooting 28% from the three.
Yeah.
He's a 33 to 35% shooter. That will get better.
He needs to, because that's the last element of his game.
Now, his rebounds are down, but there's a guy in the middle who's going to
getting 20
continue
a
to
game.
keep those rebounds
that
down.
you
I'm
gonna
just
have
fine
to
with
pay
that.
if he keeps playing like this.
When
You
you have
got
a
you gonna have to
Sewer,
pay
I'm
him.
I'm paying him
Holland out
every
there.
cent.
Yeah.
He's got his best defensive numbers in terms of stocks, and he's at 9.9 assists, his greatest mark ever. But when you look at what he's done with his turnovers, nearly one less per game.
Yeah, it's
this
huge.
guy
That's
is just
huge.
playing at such a higher efficiency level. He's getting other people involved. They feel more comfortable in that offense. And the only thing that I have to say about Beasley is, like, this team, they don't celebrate victories. They're on a mission. And they have a whole different just persona on the court. There's no fun and games out there. And Beasley liked his little shimmy. He liked to, chatter and stuff. And that's not part of the 2025-26 Pistons identity, because they know they're supposed to be there. Last year they were trying to get there, and they were just happy they arrived.
He's John Barry. Thanks for
That's,
helping.
that's my
Thanks for helping us
John
build
Barry.
where we needed. Nice 3-point shot from the corner. We appreciate you.
little too emotional. Bye-bye.
Go.
I
Bye
mean,
now.
I completely disagree.
I wouldn't
I
say
see the
that.
way this team reacts to him, the way this team is clamoring for him to come back under all of his Instagram posts. If he's cleared by the FBI, he will be a Piston the next day.
And I'm cool.
I don't
Duncan
disagree with
and
that.
Malik Beasley on the same squad. Stop playing.
Here's the deal. If they get him, cool. If they don't,
Cool.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I do agree
to me,
with that.
To me, it's a non-issue. I
Who's
don't
he playing
care
over?
about having Beasley on
Who's
this
he
team.
playing over, though?
And that's the thing.
Duncan?
If he does play,
LeVert?
he's going to take some minutes away from growing talent.
He's a 40% shooter in the NBA. He's playing
you
over
gotta
people.
have it.
How much
You'll
is he in
find
the
a-
playoffs, though?
Huh?
What did he shoot in the
That's a good
playoffs
point.
last
He's
year?
not a great playoff performer for sure.
Now that's the game. Like, we're not trying to get regular season performers anymore. We have a good regular season team.
Yeah.
We need ballers that show up in the moment, and Beasley failed in the moment last year. Shad216 with the $4.99 super chat.
Shout out.
Imagine if Cade got traded like Stick wanted. Ooh. I swear to God.
I mean-
people have no idea about hypothetical conversations.
It was a hypothetical convo.
And
I
it
give
was
you that.
preseason
But
last year.
You was real strong about your opinion, though.
Yeah, because I've seen my theory proven twice with the Pistons. I've seen them trade away their best player and turn into championship competitors.
But you don't
Beasley
trade
twice.
somebody like a Cade, though. Like
That's what they said about Stackhouse too. That's what
Stack
they said,
wasn't Cade.
That's what they said about Grant Hill too.
Grant Hill wasn't Cade. Cade he does it from so many different areas. I'm telling you, like, when you have a point guard that has the size that Cade has, first off, and then the skill set, he can affect the scoreboard in every single way possible.
So could
Points,
Grant.
assists,
So could
rebounds.
Grant. So could Grant.
But I'm telling not to the level of what Cade is doing, though.
Not this year.
And
but
and he's also a player that plays at his
I
own
get that,
speed.
but
He doesn't get
KG,
sped up.
once
You
again,
have to adjust
was
him.
this conversation this year, during the season last year, or preseason last year?
Once again, the signs were there. Like, we already saw this with Cade. He had to put it all together. I'll give you that. But at the same time, this has always been Cade's trajectory.
Yeah, no, but that was just my theory. Listen, I've seen the Pistons trade away their best player twice. I didn't like the return they got, but it ended up being better for the team.
I feel
26.
That's the only argument.
26, 7, and 5 his last year as a Piston.
No, not good.
People forget.
They don't know.
Yes.
Where the leap he took in his last year as a Piston, he was absolutely being considered as one of the two best players in the NBA, talked about with Michael Jordan, and he all of a sudden went from this great player to this legitimately
to an injury-prone mess.
No.
Yes.
He wasn't injury-prone. He was a superstar that year, and then he messed his ankle up, and the Pistons
Similar
did
to
him
Cade.
wrong.
Never the
Pistons
same.
did not sit him down, and that was one of the reasons he left, because of the way they handled
And
it.
honestly, I'm glad the Pistons.
And I hate Grant Hill.
I'm glad the Pistons learned from their past mistakes by not trying to force a superstar, because they let Cade rest for that year when he needed to.
Exactly.
And they didn't try to force him. So, I'm happy that they did that. Let's take a break, because it's always going to be a wash anyways when we talk about Cade. And you know what
Yeah.
else is a wash? Jax. It's salt season, baby.
Shine.
It snowed outside. You know that stuff ruins the undercarriage of your car, and it just doesn't look good. So make sure you got that salt off your car. Go get your car washed every damn day at Jack's if you're a part of their club. And you can get a free car wash right now. Just text WSN to 888-522-1729.
And let me tell you about Wicked Pickle. Shout out to Wicked Pickle in Westland. They've got 10 climate-controlled courts, and they've got play for all skill levels. So whether you're a beginner like me or a pro like Chris Draper, you can go have a good time at Wicked Pickle. Comfortable lounge area, a ton of space. They host events from 10 to 200, so if you want to have a party there, you can. And they've got a ton of snacks and drinks. And make sure you stay tuned. The Woodward Sports Pickleball Party coming up soon.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
And Art and Jake's, I'm telling you, when we're out there doing the watch parties and post-game, they treat us like kings, and they do the same for you.
We was kings.
Yeah, you just come in, you sit down, you watch their 80-plus wall-to-wall TVs, try one or all of their 22 draft beers.
22.
Have yourself a day at Art and Jake's. That's what I'm saying.
Full day.
Yeah, Sunday, turn it into cheers.
Art and
Belly
Jake's
up
is the
like
best,
Norm
dude.
at the bar. Sit there 12 hours. Put in work at Art and Jake's. They will put in the work for you. Scan that QR code to find their location and check out their website. All the delicious food. ArtandJakes.com. Download their app.
Had a
Sometimes
blast
you
there
want to
that
go
Sunday.
where everybody knows your name.
Yeah,
right.
dude, Art and Jake's, man, they're taking over too. They
Love
started
Art
as
and
one little location. That's what I love about them. They're a locally owned company.
In Romeo.
Yeah, this isn't like TGI Fridays. Go
Right,
out or
right.
they started here in Michigan and they're expanding all over Michigan.
Great family.
Yep, good people. So happy for them. Happy for all their success. Happy for the Pistons' success. Silas says, "Stick, take a victory lap." This team needed to get into the playoffs to get their teeth knocked in a close, tough series. Turn those boys into men.
Real talk.
And that was definitely part of the theme last year during those Pistons watch parties and post-game shows. That was part of the growth process.
Gotta take your lumps.
It happened with the 89-90 Pistons. It happened with the 04 Pistons. And honestly, it's part of the fun journey that we get to take as fans with them as they slowly climb the mountain. I know we want it all at once.
That's why we was trying to tell you to chill during the playoffs. Like, it's his first series, and he did pretty well.
But you know what? Once again, you were telling me he was one thing, and what was happening on the court was another. And you're right. He needed to take that next step. I just don't think a lot of people were ready to admit that last year. It was he's
Fair.
the best, he's the best, he's the best. It's like he's very good. He ain't the best yet.
Fair.
And this year, he's proven to be the best, and he'll have another chance to prove it in the playoffs this year. But yeah, that tough playoff loss and almost a robbery with that bullshit three-point shot. That
I was there.
Oh, my
Man,
God.
what?
Heartbreaking.
And just Jalen Brunson flopping all over
Still
the
losing
court,
sleep
like
over that
Cat
shit.
hitting
Yeah.
random three-point shot. Like, even though that series still sticks in the back of your throat and you hate it, it was good for these guys. It taught them how to fight through adversity. It taught them what the playoff atmosphere, especially at the Garden. It's not like it was your first playoff experience in Orlando. You know, like you went to the Garden and faced the belly of the beast and almost took down a much superior team on paper.
Yeah, and this is the same path we've seen, as you mentioned, with our past championship basketball teams here in Detroit. It's so much different from football because things can just end in one day. But when you go through this ascent and you go through teams like that, you go through tough defeats, but you keep your core together. You re-sign, extend your core. This team's being built the way the Lions are. And if they continue to get put in those big situations, they're going to fail forward. This team is they're Eastern Conference bound. And I truly believe that they will get out of the Eastern Conference. Last year, nobody wanted to hit shots for this guy, So you talk about Cade, and you can put a lot on his shoulders. But the debate right now is he a top 5 point guard? He's number 2. He's better than Luka. I don't want Luka.
No.
He might be the most accomplished scorer in the NBA right now, but he's a wet paper bag. They call him El Matador for a reason. SGA,
You can make
Cade. Who else?
Yeah,
Brunson? Get the hell out of here.
No, he's better than Brunson.
Get the hell out of here. Brunson can't defend nobody.
The Luka argument is a little.
Who are you taking for the next 10 years on your squad, bro?
Cade.
Thank
for
you.
sure. And I get it because he does have the defensive element. But it's just Luka is such a dynamic scorer. That's the only part I get hung up on. But everything else you're saying is valid, though.
He gives up as many points as he creates, Luka does.
Yeah, Luka, he just wouldn't fit the culture here in Detroit.
No,
like,
he wouldn't.
that's what you love. That's one thing you do love about Cade from day one, putting on the buffs. And I saw even Foxy from Pat McAfee tweeting about it. Like, this guy came here, he took his lumps, he never cried, he never went the diva route. He put in the work,
Wanted to be here,
and he got better.
Even through the losing, wanted to be here.
Yeah, even through the losing his time in Pistons history, he still stuck it out. So. Yeah, happy to have Cade here. Not a hater of Cade. Happy he's taking that next step.
What's the name of your fantasy team?
We'll talk about that later. Jerry Alexander with the $4.99 super chat. Grant
Shout
Hill's
out.
best season with the Pistons, 25-6-5, 49% field goal. Cade last year, 26-6-9, 47% field goal. Cade better than Hill. And we can agree on that. But once again, the conversation that we had regarding that was prior to last season. So that's always the caveat I want people to understand.
Much lower scoring NBA at the time as well.
No, it was. You got to take that into account.
There's that too. But either way,
Cade's
hell of a
still better.
performance last night for Cade. When do the Pistons play again?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night at home, right? That's a 4-game homestand.
Yep.
So they got 3 more.
Doubles.
Can I call out the fans? Can we do that?
They not filling that place up yet?
It's embarrassing. It really is. You're like.
Buy your tickets now.
Yeah, I was
for
about
March.
to say, you don't account that
For
it's
real.
a Monday game. People got jobs and shit. You don't account for that?
Listen, when the Pistons were rocking and it was in Auburn
They
Hills,
was going,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter if it was Monday at 2
You're right.
p.m. That
You're right.
shit had 22,000 people in there, even though 4,000 were just corporate sponsored tickets that they sold at the end to make sure they had their sellout.
No, you're right.
But I
You're
look
right.
at LCA and I don't see the city supporting this team as a 7-2, 8-2.
The way they planned, it was supposed to be that way.
The casuals just haven't really gravitated to the team yet. And the Pistons had to earn it. I said that a lot last year. They had to earn the fans' trust back.
But I thought they did that with the playoff win.
Maybe,
I thought they'd
but
done that now.
we
with
had
the
been
hot
losing
start.
for so long. It's going to take a while for the casual audience to really support this team. But they'll be there, especially toward the end of the year. They'll start filling that
I'm
place
telling
up.
you, get online and buy tickets for March and April right now.
Yeah,
Against
they're-
those
It's
great
almost
teams.
like a stock investment.
It is.
Right. They're
It
a good
is.
time. They are.
I was going to buy some OKC seats last year right behind the bench so I could heckle. I would have gotten them for $300 a piece, and they were selling for $600 when they came to town, man. It's a real investment. Like, nobody is paying attention right now but people like us. Come January, come February, well, they're going to win that play-in tournament.
Oh,
so
yeah.
everybody will be talking about that. That's happening.
You talking about the play or the NBA Cup?
The midseason
sir.
tournament.
Yeah, the
Yes, sir.
NBA Cup.
Who cares?
I do.
The Lakers won it last year.
Right.
Right.
We don't need no play.
listen.
Yeah, come on.
Listen,
I think year one automatically proved that
It
tournament
wouldn't be
is
fun to win
worthless.
that.
No, I don't care anymore. Like, what happened to the Lakers last year? Did they even make the playoffs after they won that?
Barely. I don't
Yeah,
think they did.
they got bounced in the first.
Barely.
Right.
Listen, I'll take what we can get.
No,
That'd be fun.
When we were 0-28, it'd be like, oh yeah, it'd be fun to win an in-season tournament and do something.
Yeah, but
we
an
got bigger
in-season-
aspirations on the line.
But
now
an
than
in-season
mid-season
tournament
bullshit.
is cutting your teeth in a small tournament style thing. Like, hey, where do we measure up with the best teams?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the players like it. The young fans like it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Thank
I'm not
you,
like,
Spenny.
I'm not like go out and win the
Yeah.
tournament.
you want to
but-
go hang a banner?
I mean, I'd be happy if they
Yeah,
won.
if they
Should,
won.
should,
I
I,
mean,
should I
shit.
plan the parade down Woodward? Should we do a live broadcast after we win the in-season
Not everything has to
tournament?
be an absolute. Like,
You're
we're
right.
not throwing a parade for it, but it'd
Thank
be
you.
cool to win it.
Yeah,
Why you got to be such a Sith Lord all the time?
It's not a Sith Lord. It's just
Nah, you a
there's
Sith
important
Lord.
things and there's unimportant things. And I think
Your lightsaber is red, big dog.
listen,
Let's just be real about it.
I just prioritize different things. You guys want that mid-season banner? Yeah.
Red saber stick.
Darth stick.
Hassan Hader, 1983, with the super chat. Been watching Woodward Sports daily since I got into the Lions in 2020. That's when we
Welcome.
started, so thank you
sir.
very much
The dog
being,
days.
Day
yeah, for
one.
being one of the many few.
Shout out.
Your show's got me
many
hooked.
few.
Now I wake up at 3 a.m. in Lebanon to follow. Lions games, haven't missed a single show, pregame or postgame. Keep doing what you do. Hey, we appreciate you so much.
From the land of the Cedars, man. That's awesome.
That is what is crazy is we've missed post-game and pre-game shows, but you haven't. That's what's pretty amazing about this. And no, when we started this 5 years ago, Anson and I sitting on my couch, if you go sort the YouTube videos to oldest, it's me and Anson and our dogs.
The old
This was
Southfield house.
My old house in Southfield.
Shout out.
Shout out Southfield.
Yeah.
Shout out Tyson and Clyde.
I did a bit in
out.
Southfield.
But honestly, for it to turn into this, where we got people from Lebanon checking
So
in
cool.
5 years
So
later,
cool,
saying
man.
they've been following us for 5 years, like it means a lot because this whole thing was started because there was only one Detroit sports voice in this city, and they are haters. Like they're the worst coverage. It's slapstick
rage baiters.
sports radio. It's just I'm gonna go. Like I just couldn't stand it anymore. So we wanted something positive. Now, since we've grown, obviously we've incorporated lots of personalities.
I
here.
was told.
And there's been some negativity.
It's not always
I was
positive.
told.
There's been some negativity.
But that's what happens when you allow people to do and say whatever the fuck they want, right? There's nobody here telling Spenny what opinion to have. Is there, Spenny?
No,
ever?
there's not.
Has anybody ever
Yeah,
told
good
you
luck
what
with
to
that.
say?
No,
Good
sir,
luck
and
with
that's what
that.
I love about this
Anson,
network.
has anybody ever told you what to say?
Yes, they have told me to stop saying SOL.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, I thought they told you to lean more into it. Well,
One or the other.
But that was part of the promise here at Woodward Sports is we weren't going to filter shit. We weren't going to have corporate mandates. We
Hell
weren't
no.
going to, unfortunately, we've burnt bridges with players that liked us before.
Yeah.
But that's what comes when you have a ton of personalities, and we've built something with over 30 people that work here. We've employed people. We've taken care of families, not as well as we can. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But, no, a lot of people put in the sacrifice these 5 years, and comments like that make it all worth it. So
No
thank
doubt.
you. Not to go on a completely different diatribe, but
Shout out.
definitely wanted
Worthy.
to acknowledge.
Worthwhile diatribe.
Yeah, we got people all over the world. I mean, when we were doing post-game shows and we do the check-in, it was like amazing how many
Singapore,
countries
crazy.
were checking in. And when I started in Detroit sports media in 2001, we were the 7th ranked media market in the country. Now we're down to 14 because so many people moved away. But all that means is those people still want their Detroit coverage, then they never get it except for at Woodward Sports.
Nobody
around the
travels
world.
like Detroit.
So, thank you guys so much for that. Lions talk coming up next, baby.
Lions, baby.
The first place Lions.
Shout out.
Not the third place Packers.
Ooh.
The first place Lions.
Talk about it.
But first, let's talk about Gold Crown.
Hey, let's talk about something that takes your chill game to the championship level. We're talking Gold Crown. You know that slogan. JB loves to say it, smoke like royalty. Gold Crown is a Michigan brand through and through with some of the finest cannabis products in the game. Whether it's their Crown Jewel gummies packed with flavor and effects that'll keep you vibing, or their infused Jester pre-rolls that hit harder than Jack Campbell, Gold Crown is all about giving your top shelf quality without the royal price tag. All rise for the reign of royal highs.
All right.
Only with Gold Crown.
What about outkicking your coverage, Stick?
Oh, dude.
This guy's got a hot livery.
I love this contest so much, man. I love this contest. Just like every day, I click on the hashtag on Twitter to see who entered and do the same thing on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And man, I'm telling. Oh,
Are we judging as a team again? Like,
oh,
how
it's
is this
it's
working?
always
Okay.
it's always a conversation. Like, look, that guy just posted
that's,
one.
That's pretty bad.
Yep.
I want the ugly girl with the hot guys.
Nah, we
wanna
good.
see
That's
that
your
one.
contest. We
You
good.
can judge that one.
That's the
Anson.
answer
That's the
contest.
answer
Yeah.
contest.
Can I pause that whole statement I just
No,
put out
you
there?
absolutely cannot.
No, but we can clip it.
Yep.
I'll kick your coverage if you got a hot chick and you're an ugly guy, or even if you're an average-looking guy and you got a superior. Because here's the deal: it's not about hotness of your chick; it's about
differential.
ratio.
It's the ratio.
Yes,
It's
ratio.
the ratio. If you're a 2
about
and she's a
ratios.
7, that's better than a 7 with a 10. Like
True.
that's how this game works, okay? So if you got this, post a pic of you and your superior-looking partner on X or Instagram with hashtag Woodward Outkick, and then follow us and tag Woodward Sports so we see it. You'll get 2 tickets to the Lions versus New York game, and I'm telling you, that's about a $1,500 prize. So shout out to Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning for hooking it up. Outkick your coverage. Let us know. We'll pick the winner coming up on the 23rd.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
When was the last time you got a haircut for only $20? Only $20. Lady Jane's got the $20 haircut special, and you can walk in 7 days a week, 10 to 8. You're going to sit back, relax, let one of their talented hairstylists get you ready and clean for the weekend. And it's only going to cost you $20. Scan that QR code and get your coupon today. Open 7 days a week. Those welcomes, they're welcome all the time, guys. The welcomes are walk-ins. The walk-ins are welcome. It's Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Welcome back to Big D Energy. My name is Stick, filling in for Neil. He'll be back tomorrow, so don't worry, Neil Bots. He will be back.
His play calling duties got taken away for a game.
I was told he'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, he will.
Neil's weekend was insane. He flew out, he did the Purdue game, right? Where he was at, Purdue?
Yep.
And then he hopped on a plane, flew to Florida, did the DCFC game. Yep. Hopped on a plane, flew here, did the pre-game show.
No, he didn't do the pregame show.
Did the watch party.
He came straight to Arden Jakes.
So he worked his ass off during the watch party, and then he got up and did it all again the next morning.
Cameo in the post game too.
Yeah, he took Anson's play calling duties for
like Neil Rule
for 30
is
minutes.
Elite, man. He didn't have to do all that shit that we were talking about. He's like, on paper it looked good, but after I did it, I was like, oof.
Oh, yeah. Travel's tough, man.
Nah, Neil Rule, shout out the GOAT. He'll be back tomorrow. Darren McCarty will also be back tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right,
hopefully. He's day to day. We don't know. We never know.
Anson Wells is in here. We got KG and Spenmo Rex in the booth. We're talking about the Outkick Your coverage, and there's always got to be one of these, right? Where's this comment? My wife does not want to be judged like that. Might be fun, but very disrespectful.
Well, then you won't win tickets, buddy. Sorry.
Then don't enter.
Then don't enter the contest.
I don't understand. Like,
I don't know why it's so hard for people to keep scrolling.
Can we be honest?
That ain't for me. I'm walking on by.
Yes. Can we be honest? Whether you like it or not, every woman in the world wants to be judged as beautiful.
That's true.
Maybe you just don't want to be judged for being ugly.
We're uplifting women. What more do you want from us?
It's wild how anything can be twisted.
Phil, I'm sorry, you don't think your wife's hot?
Yeah.
And you think you're ugly, and you probably are.
What was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago, we tried to do the Dan Campbell impersonation contest.
Yeah.
Like, out of love for Dan Campbell, but it's when the Lions started 1-7, and everyone thought we were trying to mock him.
Yeah.
And that contest did not turn out well. That did not turn out well.
You can bring that back, though.
I was going to say, we should revisit that.
They did last year with the lookalike contest and got tons of publicity for it. But, a little ahead of our time there. But speaking of Dan Campbell.
Yeah, man.
Now, listen. I don't want to take a huge victory lap on this, but I tried to tell everybody last week about John Morton and Dan Campbell. Everyone thought it was, no way Dan Campbell's going to take away the play calling from John Morton this early.
Yeah, you did call that.
Thank you, KG.
No, I got to give it to you.
And the reason why I think that way is because I think people underestimate how much Dan Campbell wants to win. I think people underestimate how much Dan Campbell doesn't care about loyalty. His only loyalty is the team.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell would take himself out of a calling position, take himself out of a position if he wasn't succeeding. Because that's how self-aware of an alpha male this guy is. So that's why when you guys were like, no way, they can't take it away, I'm just like, listen, the guy doesn't give a shit. He did it to Aubrey Pleasant real early. They were boys.
That was different, though.
Anthony Lynn, I'm sorry.
They were 0-8 during that time. This was a 5-3 team, which is why I kind of thought it would take a little bit more before he would do something like
But it's not about that anymore, right? The standard is the standard.
No, yeah,
and
you're
if
right.
you don't hit the standard, and you could see it, just talk it, like how he used J-Mo. Running crossing routes and comebacks.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Wow.
J-Mo's got a route tree.
Yeah.
Like, it was absolutely, and John Morton, like Dan Campbell said, he could be back, right?
he's not.
Listen, that's what he said. And, like, shout out to John Morton for taking it like a man.
No, he did. Shout out.
He went up in his booth. He sat up there. He sat on his headphones.
Played solitaire.
He listened. He played Fruit Ninja. But that's why Dan Campbell will always stand on business for the Detroit Lions. Whether it's him, whether it's Jared Goff, whether it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, it doesn't matter. The standard is the standard now, and no matter who you are, if you're not a part of this culture, you will get changed or removed or reassigned. And that's what good teams do.
I think you omitted one thing about Dan, and it's he's really intelligent. And he's this big guy.
That's not a surprise.
Who you kind of think that
when he's got glasses on.
Well,
that's smart Dan Campbell.
But I think a lot of people have this perception that he's just this great leader and that he's not necessarily a great football mind.
Thank you.
But again, we saw him calling plays back in the day. We've seen him pick these guys one by one that have all worked as coaches. We're not even going to get into the player side. But what this guy is, and I've heard it from other coaches around the league, is he's an NFL mind. Mm-hmm. And he saw something with a great team not executing the way they should have. He didn't wait.
Right.
This isn't just an intelligent man and a great leader. This is a guy that understands greatness and how to maintain it. It wasn't being maintained, and he made the move. Love it.
And this is a guy that came up under Bill Parcells and Sean Payton.
True.
He knows offense.
Yes,
he
sir.
knows how to call an offense. And so we saw, like Stick said, all of the things that were working in this offense over the past 2 years. And when Johnny Morton came in his press conference, he said, yeah, I'm not going to change anything. And we're like, okay, good. You shouldn't. And then he changed it.
But you did.
Yeah. And so we saw the quick passes. We saw the running out of pass sets and passing out of run sets, setting up actions on different plays to bring them back later in the games. It was impressive. And I know the Commanders' defense is dog water, and you can't take everything away from it. But it was how the offense looked, not necessarily how they beat the Commanders, how they looked, the fluidity, the checkdowns. Jared Goff looked so much more comfortable, and he was delivering the ball so well. So, it was a great thing to see.
Yeah, and, you watched last night's game and the offensive struggle that it was. You got a feeling that Dan Campbell got something up his sleeve coming into this week because, now that you've unlocked J-Mo, that changes the way that you got to approach. It's one thing to know that J-Mo's going to take the top off of defense. It's another thing to now know that, oh, my God, he's going to run those underneath routes, too.
He's going to get 6-8 targets?
Well, and you saw him on those crossing routes outrunning everybody trying to take the angle of pursuit at him. Like, we have not even seen J-Mo reach full speed, I feel.
We haven't.
And that's what's insane about this. So Dan Campbell, being the leader that he is, took the reins, and he did what needed to be done. And I think he did it in a respectful way.
No, absolutely.
That's an impossible situation.
Right.
And the way he handled it, going into the game, through the game, and then this week, like all the words that come out of that man's mouth, they're just, he gets it, man.
No, when I watch him at the podium, I almost feel bad when they ask him about this because you can tell he's uncomfortable
He doesn't
up
want
there.
to throw his
You
dude
can
on.
tell, like, he trying to look out for his guy.
Big time.
His feel for the game is amazing. It always has been. His presence of mind of knowing when to make a move and when not to make a move has also been very good. And this is why I kind of get mad when the national media, the very next day, oh, Dan Campbell's calling plays. Bro, one, he's done it before, and two, we are gonna stop playing this man like he's stupid. Like, and I get sensitive about shit like that, but it's
He's
still
just a meathead, though.
It's still just the fact that people don't really understand how intelligent this guy really is.
Keep sleeping on him.
I was going to say, I don't think you should get upset about that. Like, that's a strength. Let people think you're dumb.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Let
You're right.
people think that you're just this ogre and you don't understand.
But we
the
got
game.
5 years of proof, and y'all call him one of the best coaches yet when it's time. Oh, he's calling
KG,
plays. Watch out. Like, bro,
KG,
come on now.
You know just as well as I do. do, people on this very network said Dan Campbell's offense was all Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
When Ben Johnson left, the offense was going to struggle, and they could never get it back.
Oh, I wonder who you're talking about.
If they go,
I'm not bringing up names.
If they go
Once again, Spencer, I'm not bringing up names.
Hey, listen, dude.
Hey, listen.
Why do I gotta take these?
Hey, man. I'm just a man.
Guilt by association.
I just sit next to him.
So wait a second. If this team goes 13-4, gets the number 1 seed in the NFC, and your head coach takes over play calling duties midway through the season, they're still not going to give him the coach of the year, right?
No.
If he didn't get it last year, he ain't getting it this year. They'd rather suck off
Crazy.
Kevin O'Connell than Dan Campbell for some reason.
It's obviously Shane Steichen. Like what the Colts are doing right now.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So they're looking all right, too.
I think you give Irsay the GM of the year, and then you give Campbell the coach of the year. You can't give them both.
She's not the GM.
Maz would love
Or
that.
the owner of the year.
Maz would love that.
I'll give her something.
All right, for real. I love me
Is
some
it
Carl.
that she's so powerful and smart?
Definitely
Yes.
helps. Definitely helps.
More just
Yes.
like, oh,
Yes.
Definitely plays adds a couple
Girl
points for
alive.
sure.
dude, unreal. Thomas Perry with 313 with the $5 super chat. We're back on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a shout out to
Shout
Spenny
out.
and Easy. As much as I give Easy shit for his sports take, he got his. Well,
He
didn't
was
get
fi-
a-
he was
didn't-
fighting the good
fought.
fight.
He was.
He lost the fight, but he fought.
Tireless.
Technically, he won, but they just didn't
They said,
change
fuck
the
that.
result.
Yeah, they said, fuck
So
that.
he didn't win.
The YouTube guy was literally like, "No, you're right. You guys shouldn't be banned."
But here's your 7 days.
But
bitch.
yeah, sorry.
Because I'm a natural born shit stirrer, will the Lions want to talk to Brian Dable, however you say
No.
his name? Glad you guys are back on YouTube. No, I hope
Keep
not.
that man away from my
No,
franchise.
he's not. He doesn't fit the culture here at all.
And I just don't think Goff's his type of quarterback.
Well, but I go back to that. What is it? The show on HBO, Hard Knocks, when he had Rome Odunze come in, and he's laying back on his ass isn't even on the chair.
shit was so
And he's got
disrespectful.
his feet right in front of Rome's face, like he couldn't even see Rome's face. That type of stuff won't fly here in Detroit.
He's a great offensive mind. He wasn't a good head coach, and I understand it's the Giants. It was a tough situation. As you see, AG is struggling right now, but he was just never cut out for that. Will he be a great offensive coordinator again? Probably, just not here. You don't need him here.
And he's kind of relying on a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Like
A quarterback that he pounded the table for, though. You got to give him a little bit of credit for the Jackson Dart pick, but now he doesn't get to coach him.
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to. Shout out Jackson Dart.
Shout out Jackson.
Player.
Saving my fantasy team this year.
Learn the square button, big dog. Just double tap it. Just, please,
It's
bro.
a young player.
Definitely got to get out of bounds.
Yeah,
You
just
know, he's
please,
a dog. Like, he wants to prove he's a dog. But,
Yeah,
Stylist 5339 with the $5 super chat. Keep the cursed coach of the year away from Dan.
Yeah, I feel that.
Everybody who wins the Dan thing gets fired or the team just collapses.
That's a fact.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not.
Kevin Stefanski's still hanging on, but
Once again, we're not here for those awards. We're here for the Super Bowl. Just like I'm not here for the midseason NBA tournament. I'm here to win the Eastern Conference and go to the finals. That's all I care about.
Fair.
We got more Lions coverage coming up next. Dan Campbell talking about the defense, talking about the offense. RIP Tuesday. The Doc is coming in today.
Shout
talking
out.
about Ahmed Hassanin.
Shout out.
He is
He's
back on the
back.
practice squad.
yeah.
He's good to go.
Brought him back.
Egyptian magician.
Frazier's coming back too.
Yep.
That's a big addition. So lots of
Rodriguez
additions
should be
coming
coming
out.
back soon.
Yeah,
Your boy.
I love Rodrigo, but
I like
Special
depth.
teams units
I like
have been working
depth.
pretty
You're
rough
right. Yeah.
recently.
special teams.
Yeah, we
we
could
can do
use him
that.
there.
We can
Fire
do that.
Day Fit.
But let's talk about Loom first.
Hey, man, listen, I needed something the
Dave
other
Fipp
day.
loves Loom.
And I was taking care of KG.
Oh yeah.
So I drove down to Loom. I didn't realize that you got to bring cash with you.
Yeah.
So I went back the next day to Loom, down there at 12 Mile in Woodward, Berkeley location. The building is gorgeous.
Yep.
The people are absolutely amazing. The product,
Yeah, I got to get down there.
unbelievable,
man.
guys.
Been high all weekend.
It's the thing that comes in the can, guys. It's the buzzing, sparkling THC beverages that have been blowing everybody's mind here at the network. They've got 2 new flavors coming out that they teased me with while I was over there. Right now, they got that seasonal drop, the apple cider. Each can's got 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles made with real fruit juice, 0 artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no hangover. It's not intense, but it's definitely there. A few of the guys at the network, they love it. right before they go to bed, and they sleep so damn good. Find Buzzin' at all 39 Loom Cannabis Company locations across Michigan or order online at loom.com and use that discount code WSN30 to save 30% off your entire order, or just hit that QR code above my head and go see our friends at Loom.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. They got deals for everybody. My guy Goran will get you into the car you want for a price that fits your budget. Shout out to them. He got me out of my old lease and into a new one in 30 minutes. Where else are you going to get that kind of customer service? Go to lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Welcome back to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick, filling in for Neil Rule today. He will be back tomorrow. Anson Wells filling in for Darren McCarty. He will also be back tomorrow. Man, tomorrow's going to be like a big kumbaya back on YouTube. The whole damn show's going to be here.
Right.
So make sure you're watching tomorrow right here on Woodward Sports. And shout out to everybody on Twitch. Make sure you go subscribe to our Twitch too. A lot of new subscribers last week because we got kicked off YouTube. So, but we're back here and we're talking Lions. Dan Campbell talked about. You want to do the offense or the defense, Spenny? I'll let you decide this one.
We can do offense.
All right, let's hear what Dan Campbell had to say about the offense.
To start offensively, O-line responded in a big way. You know, Deck and Yodi, Graham, Ratledge, and Sewell. They played big-time ball for us, man. No sacks, you know, and in 6.8 average in the run game. Those guys played well together, did a good job, and that really got us going, started us off, and really the whole offense played well. I mean, all our guys, they really did. I mean, all those guys are going to get a game ball. They played too dang good. So, but out of that group, certainly the O-line, Golf is outstanding. All our guys, man, Saint, J-Mo, Gibbs, Demo, Laporta, they all just stepped up and played big for us, man. They were playing for the guy next to them, man. We had a lot of downfield blocks, just guys blocking for one another, man, trying to finish the play for their teammate. And then in return, when the ball got in somebody else's hands, then they would return the favor. It was good, man. It was good energy out there. I was proud of those guys.
Dan Campbell's an energy guy.
Yes.
He's a vibes guy.
Yes.
And we can clown that, but like
It works.
It works when you have that mentality. And when you get in a rhythm with the offensive weapons that this team has, it's almost like playing with toys in a toy box, man. Like you can pull out any trick you want. Once you got the defense off balance, you can hit them with anything that you want. He was on the flagship this morning, and shout out to my boy Jim Costa. Love Jim. Worked with him in Grand Rapids.
Shout out Cookies.
Yep. He asked him, was it like riding a bike? That was the terminology he used. And Dan Campbell's like, I like that. Because, you know, like, shit, when's the last time you hopped on a bike, right? But I bet you if you jump back on, you'd be able to get that bitch down Woodward if you had to.
Yeah.
Right? And Dan Campbell got in his groove. He got in his rhythm. And you saw the players respond to him, too. I think that was one of my most important takeaways of the game on Sunday, is that little conversation that Jared Goff and Dan Campbell had on the sideline. Did you see that footage, Spenny?
Yeah.
When Goff was like, I forget exactly. It was something like, you did great. You did great. You did great. And then he whispered something. They both kind of chuckled.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you know I love Jared Goff. And you know I love Dan Campbell. But when those two get together, like, it's just so
You just
special.
cream your pants.
Jenkins.
Like Dan Campbell said, every coach needs a quarterback, and I got mine, and I got a good one.
Yeah.
And you know what? You saw it in the preseason footage leading up, going a quarterback. You saw it during quarterback, that fourth down play last year against the Packers when Dan Campbell told them going into the game, we're going for it on every fourth down. And they get to that last decision when all they have to do is get a first down to seal the game. Dan Campbell said he was going to send out the field goal unit.
Nope.
Goff walked over. He was like,
nope.
We're not going to go for it. And Dan Campbell was like, you know what? I sacked up in that moment because Jared Goff challenged him.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how awesome of a relationship these two have. And when he was whispering to him on the sideline, you could tell, like, the boys are back in town. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like Chuck Daly and Zeke.
Yeah, similar.
It creams in your mouth a little bit.
Shout out T-Fon.
Shout out T-Fox, dude.
Glad Anson was on the screen during that.
I know. I'm like, of course, going to leave me up on this one.
But honestly, when you see those types of things from players and coaches coming together, like, it's so special what we have here in Detroit right now. It's not unheard of, but it's special. You don't see it often. The Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes relationship. You know, that type of thing, the Belichick-Brady. Now, granted, they have Super Bowls in their back pockets, so don't jump all over me for saying that. But that relationship style, I don't think we've ever seen. Even when Stafford was here, what head coach did he hitch his wagon to?
You didn't.
You know, maybe the closest we've seen is Steve Mariucci and Jeff Garcia.
Yeah.
Like, I think, or Mike Martz and John Kitna.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think that's the closest Lions fan have ever
Should have
been.
been Schwartz and Stafford.
Wayne Fonts and Scotty Mitchell.
There you go.
Right.
What a tandem.
Eric Kramer and Wayne Fonts.
Yeah.
Got
Wayne
a
Fonts.
playoff win.
That struck more fear. A little bit more.
But that's what I'm saying. In the history of the Lions, we have never had that type of relationship between head coach and quarterback. And when you track through it, give me a better one.
Well, and Stafford was the leader here, but the gripe that you and I always had was, like, you watch his counterpart Aaron Rodgers politicking all game long as a Packer.
Right.
In his guys' ears, on the sideline, talking to the coach, talking to the refs. You just didn't see that from Stafford. You see it from him as a Ram, now that he has a ring, but you just never saw a guy
He gave up here.
You never saw anybody in Detroit actually be the leader, because it wasn't Barry when he was the best player.
No, because he was too
wasn't
quiet.
Calvin when he was the best player.
Quiet.
I mean, I guess you could say Chris Spielman kind of.
It was Ndamukong Suh when Matthew Stafford was at his best.
This Lions iteration, like everyone knows, it's 16, and it's the man Dan. Period.
Yeah. So awesome.
it's dope.
I just cannot believe we're existing in this time of Lions fandom.
That's crazy,
I know it's
Like,
nuts,
we're
bro.
so blessed to
You
be
predicted this. We talked about this. That call when you told me about Woodward Sports back in 2020, we talked about this being the decade for Detroit teams, man.
Well, we couldn't get much lower than every team was in 2020. The Pistons
couldn't do
sucked.
much
The
worse,
Tigers
could
were record-setting. The Wings haven't been to the playoffs in forever, and the Lions were awful. Dan Campbell also spoke about the defense, though, Spenny, and what did he have to say?
Defensively, Lopez showed up big time. Man, he was disruptive. Couldn't block him. He's just been a quietly productive guy for us the whole season and just really stepped up in a big way. Branch was all over the field, played aggressive, smart, got him going, active player. Jack Campbell, man, he just continues to get better and better. I mean, he's our bell cow over there, man, and solves issues, plays snap the whistle. Rock was good. I thought TA played much better overall. That was good to see.
Bring up Jack Campbell. I mean, that impact, the number 3 overall fantasy point, we can judge that how you want, but as far as tackles and production, he's the number 3 overall in the entire league. Him putting on that green dot and taking the next step like he's done on the defensive side of the ball has been a major part of this defense, not only getting healthy, but looking so good this year when he's clicking and everybody's rolling. I think Jack Campbell...
It's too early to draft a linebacker, though, right?
Yeah. No.
Not when you're the best linebacker on the board.
But it's almost like I'm going
Literally.
back and having the same conversation we did with coach and quarterback. Outside of Chris Spielman, do you remember a better middle linebacker for the Detroit Lions in
loved
the past 40 years.
I mean, I loved
R.D. Sims.
I loved me some Michael Kofor was pretty damn good, but he wasn't really the middle. That was
same with Levy. Levy was
Levy
really
was
the middle
good.
linebacker, but the year he had, where I think he led the NFL in interceptions, he was a monster.
Wasn't he an outside linebacker though?
Yeah,
He was.
I would.
But no, it's Spielman.
Shout out,
and
Levy,
it's
though. That was my guy.
Spielman and Campbell.
And they're cut from the same damn cloth,
Wild.
man.
You said what?
It's Spielman and Campbell.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's crazy is like we've been so shitty.
White
for
boy
so long.
2025.
White boy winner.
It is white boy winner.
Got real excited about
Still
that.
wearing
Right.
They're still wearing
White people
shorts.
are back,
it's a white
man.
boy winner.
Oh, yeah,
They are back.
sorry, KG.
I thought you would be right
I want to
behind
talk about
that stick.
another
No, I'm
name.
sorry.
I want to talk about another name that was mentioned in there, and KG and I talked about this in the post game. Is Terrion finally gotten the confidence of the referees? Because I saw a lot of physical play in that game. Some plays that I didn't feel were pass interference, but were called pass interference earlier in his career. Is this guy's finally gotten to the level where they're accepting his physical play and he's earned their laundry to stay in their pocket?
I hope so.
It's tough.
God, I hope
It's
so.
tough to say because he was out a lot. He was out of position a lot early on. He was getting holding penalties.
Sure.
And it's one thing to be physical, but you saw it last game. Last game he was physical while looking back at the ball.
Yeah.
And that's to me what's changed this year is he had his hands on him, but he was never checking back for the ball.
He wasn't, yeah.
This year he's checking back for the ball, and that's honestly what led to his interception and stuff like that. Normally he'd just be trying to tackle the player or break up the pass. So I think that evolution in his game, and cornerback is the hardest position to adjust to in the
Especially when
NFL.
you're 22.
Yeah, tough.
Well,
Just 22.
Just period. Just think about, okay, all the predominant great college wide receivers there are. Okay? But think about the schedule the average college cornerback plays. You're maybe playing an NFL talent once a year. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then you go, all right, well, my job now is to stop Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, every number one wide receiver that they throw at you. That just leap in talent that you're trying to adjust to takes some time. Cornerback to me is a 2-3 year development position before you harshly judge. Sauce Gardner, the aberration, put him in as a rookie, shut down, but you saw some regression year 2 with Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
And not saying that
Don't
Sauce
let
is-
people.
Not
Don't say that too loud.
but it's true. Like, go look at the stats sheets. And, he's rebounded and gotten better, and they've stopped throwing his way. So, a lot of things have to happen. But to me, judging a cornerback on his rookie season is the dumbest thing you can do.
100%. I mean, I keep comparing him to Patrick Peterson. I know he doesn't return kicks, but their start of their career in the NFL are very similar. And I think that he can have that same type of impact over his career that Pat Peterson did.
You know what has an impact on my weekend every weekend? It's Sun Cruisers. Because I've been putting those things
That's
down.
a good choice.
Stick, why don't you tell us about Sun Cruiser?
Well, Lions sitting in third right now in NFC playoff picture. Sun Cruiser. Listen, Lions are kicking ass. You want to have a good time, just sit back, enjoy your Sun Cruiser, and watch them take care of the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. That's what you do. Go grab a couple cases. It's real iced tea, real vodka, and real damn good. Sun Cruisers.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Every Tuesday on Big D Energy and every Thursday on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, you can catch Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine, where he shares top-tier advice to keep athletes in peak condition. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce. He's here to help you stay in the game and perform at your best. You can learn more at michigansportsandspine.com or just give him a call. You see the number there, 248-426-9944, or just hit that QR code.
Yeah, RIP Tuesday coming up next segment. Doc coming in, talking about Ahmed Hassanin and how he is back and what that looks like. Also wanted to ask Doc about Cade Cunningham and the Pistons' approach to him as opposed to the Pistons in Grant Hill, which you brought up earlier, and why that was such a difference and how the longevity game is really going to pay off for that. I kind of want to get to this topic, Spenny.
Then do it. It's your show for today.
Does anybody care about college sports? I love this topic because
in March,
I said it going into the season about college football. Like, I have never been less engaged in college sports in my entire life. And to me, a big part of that is there's nobody to get attached to. There's no freshman I get to watch develop into a great junior. There's no loyalty to programs. There's no I'm following a 5-star recruit all the way through his process. It's transfer portal, transfer portal, transfer portal, transfer portal. The game has changed. College coaches rarely even recruit high school kids like the way they used to because they know, why would I go after a high school kid when I can get anybody off the transfer portal the next year and already see what they are as a developed athlete? NIL has absolutely gutted what the NCAA was, or ever could be again. They opened Pandora's box with no plan on how to get anything back in order. That was
the real issue. They just didn't have a plan for when it happened. It needed to happen.
And I'm not naive enough to think that it wasn't happening before.
It needed to happen for sure.
I believe players needed to be paid, but it definitely needed to be more planned out than what they did. They just went wild, wild west, guns a-blazing. Mm-hmm. Everybody just go get that money. And, sponsors will learn about bad investments, like a Spencer Rattler that, he's going to be the Heisman next year. Then he shits the bed, but you spent $5 million on having a car dealership sponsorship with him, which sold you a net of 0 cars.
Shout out.
But I'm over college sports. I love high school sports. I'll even watch the Little League World Series before I watch any college sport. Saturday, I'm flipping through. Not one matchup I got excited. But was it LSU Alabama was probably the only thing that had some interest of mine. I clicked on it for 5 minutes. I clicked off and ended up watching Inglourious Bastards.
Great movie.
Great movie,
dude, fantastic movie. But that's my interest in college sports. I'm clicking down. If I don't see Michigan or Michigan State, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big college football guy, but this NIL has changed so much. We've all, our whole life, said that these kids need to get paid. But just from like a student standpoint, it is really detrimental to your career to switch colleges. You lose credits, you lose time, you're figuring out a new situation, and then you're going to transfer again. I think the fact that they took out the redshirting or the transfer year where you had to be eligible, I think that's really where they made the mistake, because now you got these kids. How are you going to learn to overcome anything in life if something goes wrong and you just switch schools and then you do it again and then you do it again? It doesn't work out for a student. It's not going to really work out for an athlete. Now, obviously, there's guys like Kenneth Walker, and there's some situations where it does pan out, but I think that this is hurting more students who might be getting a few $1,000s at the college level, but long term, it's hurting them. And it's hurting the game.
Yeah, it's awful for the game. It's awful. KG, you're a college guy, right?
Yeah,
like, you're all in.
I mean,
and if it outside of Michigan, do you give a shit?
I mean, not like deep diving into it, no. But at the same time, I think you just miss the illusion of what college has always proclaimed themselves to be. Oh, it's all about camaraderie and school pride and, rivalries is a thing. Like, I still think some of those elements are there, but overall, I mean, it's still the same product.
No.
Listen, NIL has changed some things, but at the same time, like, these kids, you're talking about a certain percentage of kids, first off. Not everybody is eligible for NIL type deals. They won't be making as much money as some kids will. If your talent can carry you from school to school to school, then that's different. But I just think that overall, there's still there's still elements of what you love about college football, Stick. It's just it's more of a grown man's game. And I mean, to be honest, it should be that way. We treat these kids as professionals at this level anyway. You might as well just make it official.
But it's not a grown man's game anymore. They're all children running from adversity now. Like, a grown man's game was Tom Brady starting as number 7 on the depth chart, fighting his way to number 2, and getting drafted, and then fighting his way from number 3 on the depth chart. Like, that's grown man shit. Grown man shit isn't, I'm not getting my playing time. Transfer portal. Okay, I need to go here. Like, that's not grown man shit.
They're setting them up for failure.
I hear you, but it can also help people. I mean, Jameson Williams, he was one in which, okay, I was at Ohio State. I'm not getting the playing time. I'm going to go ahead and transfer to Alabama. And you saw how that happened for him. It's not always a bad thing. I do agree there is a lot of that with some kids. Yeah, I'm not getting my way. I'm just about to bounce. But overall, I think it can be helpful too. They just have to find some way to regulate it. Like Anson brought up, I thought it was a great idea to at least have that 1 year of eligibility in there to kind of, deter kids from doing it so quickly. But if you can get back to that, then I feel like it'll be fine because it could be helpful for some
and
kids.
I want to add to that, not only the 1 year of eligibility, but the 1 year before you can get NIL money. Prove to me as a freshman you're worth something, then get paid as a sophomore.
But like Neil always says, that's a labor agreement, and that's going to take all of the schools to come together and really
I mean, they do it with draft position and stuff like that.
They're not going to do it.
But you know what? There's a picture behind me right now, Mr. Braylon Edwards, right?
Shout out.
I didn't know Braylon wore number 80 his freshman year until I started working with him, and we were going through some highlights. And I always knew Braylon as number 1.
Yeah.
Braylon number 80 and Braylon number 1 are two different men because of what they had to go through during those 3 years to become.
And he may never have gotten to number 1 because he could have ended up at another school.
Exactly. And that's what I like. That's the romance I used to have with college football, is watching somebody evolve into something great. Now there is no evolution. It's either you're good or you're gone.
No, for real.
Shout out to James for the 5 gifted subs in the chat. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh,
but meanwhile, I mean, you loving that, but these kids getting pimped out. Like, essentially, that's what it was.
I'm
not mad at a kid. Now, I don't agree with some coaches, not making as much as some of these kids. There's NFL coaches right now today that are making less money than a kid with an NIL deal, and I don't agree with that. But at the same time, they open Pandora's box without a plan. This is what you're going to get because the NCAA historically has been a trash organization, and they don't really have control of their product.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like, it was never a perfect system.
No.
So I'm not saying, like, Blue Chips style was awesome.
No.
But at least there was some order, and you could tell who, had a bag man and who didn't.
Yeah. Derek Mason drove a beautiful, tricked out, amazing Explorer back in the 90s.
Chris Webber.
Oh, where did he get that?
And then the guys that didn't play, they had like a little Yugo they were driving around.
Chris Webber was getting brown paper bag money. I mean, this shit has been happening. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like maybe also the way in which life is now with the internet and the access we have to some of these things, the care for it just isn't there anymore.
Spenny, can you put up a YouTube chat, our first one since getting suspended?
Hey. No penis jokes.
No penis.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, do you care about college sports? Yes or no?
Yeah, but social media, that the internet access to games has kind of changed the way we look at sports, period, as well.
I watch more college football in March and April and May, breaking down clips of players I'm going to draft in our rookie league. And literally that's it, man. Like, to me, the buildup of a guy over his career at a certain school is just gone. And then I'm looking at 98% of these guys I'm never going to care about. They're going to be working at Enterprise next year. And now you just take it out to where I don't even know these guys' names year to year. It's like, how the hell are you going to keep me engaged?
I mean, but you still could if you just really want to do the deep dive. And yeah, it might suck this kid is only at a school for a year, but are you following the school or are you following the actual athlete?
It used to be both.
It used to be both. And I can agree with that.
Like, and that's all. Now I can only root for one, and that's the logo.
Yep.
And that's it. And unfortunately for me, I didn't go to a college with a team, so I don't really have a deep affinity for any logo, right?
And unfortunately for me, my logo doesn't want to win any games.
Yeah.
Let's go out and find another Johnny Smith.
You just need Matt Ishvia to come on in with $1 billion.
Dude.
And slide on into.
Yeah, hey, Ish, you know what? Go to Phoenix and buy the Suns and then just blow them up into garbage, like straight from the finals to
pretty bad.
basically the worst.
They made a trade for KD.
And
I don't
by
blame
the
them for
way,
that.
when you do that, they're going to tell you that there's a conflict of interest with your college, with your alma mater, so you can't give money to them anymore. Man.
Sell the Suns. Take over MSU.
sweet.
RIP Tuesday coming up next. But first, let's talk about Ben Johnson. He's right here on the mic, and he's right there in your back pocket. Huh? What? If you need somebody to fight for you, round one, fight. Ben Johnson. He's the man. Ben Johnson Law, the fighter. He will get in the courtroom. He will make sure you get everything that you deserve, and the people that wrong you get what they deserve too. Okay? VenFights.com if you need some help.
Shoryuken!
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Welcome to the jungle. I had to give it a try there. Head to Jars and get your hands on Jungle Juice, a bold, high-performance cannabis blend where raw power meets rugged innovation. They've got a full range of products from pre-rolls, flour, and vapes to edibles like chocolates, gummies, and sugar cone snacks. Check out the Jungle Juice infused pre-roll line. It hits hard and comes in 12 different strains to choose from. You can find Jungle Juice in over 200 dispensaries across Michigan, including your local Jars. And maybe one of these two will be serving it up for you there. Follow them on Instagram at Get Jungle Juice. Again, at Get Jungle Juice on IG, and experience the power for yourself.
This bitch respects herself.
Welcome back to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
When JB found that fucking portfolio, oh man, that was one of the funniest days ever.
I'm scrolling through some of our Outkick Your
You
Coverage
claim to be
entries.
a warrior, but you're nothing but a coward.
Dude, some of these entries are amazing. Outkick Your Coverage. Post it up on Twitter or Instagram with hashtag Woodward Outkick. And if you want some entertainment, just go look at some of these entries. Spenny, you entering your left hand was pretty iconic.
That's a good entry.
Always taking care of me.
It's a good entry.
I was shocked it was lefty.
Oh yeah, I'm a
You
lefty.
switched at some point.
No, I'm a lefty.
You're a lefty.
The only things I do right-handed are hit a baseball and hit a golf club. Everything else I do lefty.
That's what shocked me because we've been golfing and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like Spenny's a switch hitter.
So wait,
apparently.
are you saying that your hand is hot? Like
My hand is high. Hey, man.
hand model type shit?
I'll tell you what. Listen,
We call her Miss
job
Michigan.
done better than any woman I've ever met.
She doesn't know me like I know me.
Miss Michigan.
I know the curves of my body.
Detroit Dan submitted one. Let's see, Andy Riegler
This
submitted one.
girl I'm friends with, shout out Maria. She sent me she Snapchatted me a picture of her and her boyfriend. She was like, I'm way hotter than him. How do I enter? I was like, enter yourself. That's a power move.
Right,
Like,
for real.
You motherfuckers know I'm hot.
Hey, babe, I want us 2 tickets. How?
Yeah. You're so pretty.
Right. No, if you got a girl so hot that it don't even matter how ugly you are, that's kind of.
But wait a second. What if she didn't tell you she was entering and be like, hey, babe, we got to go down to Birmingham today.
Hey.
You end up on a show. We got some free tickets. Well, why? What happened?
Call me ugly as hell. I don't care what you
and
call
I
me.
would-
If I
You
get
know,
free
tickets.
tickets to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm married that woman live on air. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Or it's not. It's the
Down
Giants
on one
game. It's
knee.
not. But
Who cares?
free tickets to a
Oh, yeah.
Lions game? Come on.
Yeah, still.
I just fell in love with Jared Goff a little bit more.
Of course you did.
Is that possible?
The coming of age of Jared Goff and his snark in the slight comments he sneaks in.
He does talk shit. It's
no,
awesome.
he does.
Passive aggressive.
Listen to this. Remember, after Brian Branch beat the shit out of Juju Smith-Schuster, what happened with Louis Riddick, right?
Yep.
Quote Jared Goff talking about Kinlaw. He jumped offside. I told him he jumped offside. He said, I know. I don't know why he was so excited about jumping offside, but he was. And then before they punched Saint in the face, so I can't wait to see what Louis Riddick breakdown of the one down has for this week on Turning Point.
Yeah. And where the fuck are you at, Louis Riddick?
Yeah,
Come
let's see
outside,
it.
pussy.
But like, that's the shit that Jared Goff wasn't doing when he first got here, though.
Yeah.
He was not sneak dissing anybody like, I didn't know I was a poor man's anything. Like,
Right.
that's still one of my favorite comments from
Best QBR over the
But
last
it's
3
shit
years.
like this. Like, this is him going to battle for his defensive back weeks after, keeping receipts and standing up for his dude.
The
Like,
revenge
that's
based
Petty
squad,
King.
man.
Petty
Revenge.
Kings, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's what you got to love about this guy.
I like
No,
that.
if you ask
That's
anybody on the Lions, Jared Goff is one of the main shit talkers.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like, they talk about how much he be chirping, man. I
Shout
love
out to
it.
JG.
16
Go to bat
To
for his
quote
guy.
50 Cent, I
Yeah.
talk a lot of shit because I can back it up.
No, I watched one of his mic'd ups. He verified, bro. All you gotta do is watch a Jared Goff mic'd up. You'll be impressed.
Shout out JG.
God, I love that.
And he put on, like I said, he was balling in that game. That throw he had on the run sidearm to Laporta for the first down,
Ooh-wee.
that was an impressive
But did
throw.
you see his arm angle? He could drop down and throw sidearms, Benny.
he got
Oh
us-
my
yeah.
God! Just like Clayton Kershaw did in high school. The fuck out of here!
Did you know him and Matt Stafford went? No.
God, when I saw that, that's exactly what went through
Oh,
my
yeah.
mind. If Stafford did that, oh my God, the splooge that would be on the screen.
Yeah.
But Jared Goff does it because it's routine ass play.
He was so accurate on Sunday, man. Especially after the week before where it was like just so close and, you know, tough catches that guys made all the last couple of years they weren't making. This last week was the tonic that ailed us, man. They looked so good.
And it was like that's part of the play calling. Like he was giving Jared Goff better plays. He was more comfortable
Quicker
in the pocket,
throws.
quicker
100.
throws. You could tell
100%.
he had more fun in that offense. And if you ran that offense against Minnesota, you fucking win.
Yep. Run it week 1 against the Green Bay Poverty franchise. You probably win too.
Probably.
Rest in peace. Let's get into Rest in Peace Tuesday here, right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Spenny, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, of course. You know, shout out to Art and Jakes for sponsoring the Rest in Peace segment. Unfortunately, I have to do it again, man. Rest in peace to the Carolina Panthers. It was fun while it lasted. The Panthers
We'll
go
see you
out
next
there.
week.
They can't score any points
Yeah.
against the New Orleans Saints. They had a good opportunity to try to get into a tie for first place or get even closer to that first place spot in the NFC South with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But unfortunately, Bryce Young and the team couldn't get it done. So my Panthers, you know, throwing them back in the coffin, back in the sarcophagus. Hopefully they'll be back out next week. But Panthers just can't get it done, man. Hate to see it. You do.
Damn.
What will they have to do to get unrest in peace to next week?
Score some touchdowns.
Yeah.
A touchdown or some?
Some. Probably some.
KG, you're rest in peace, sir.
This one is fairly recent. The body is still reeking a little bit. Rest in peace to Nico Harrison, the former GM of the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, they canned him. And listen, he is on the hook for anybody that doesn't know for making one of the biggest trades in the NBA of this generation.
You said dumbest wrong.
Yeah, hey, call it what you will. But he traded the franchise savior in Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers, and in return, he received a very injury-prone Anthony Davis, often known as Street Clothes. And ever since that day, he has been a hated man around the world almost. And today he gets the can. We barely knew the rest in peace to Nico Harrison, man.
Shout out Nico Harrison.
He gone.
He gone.
He did get him Cooper Flag, though.
Yeah.
He did, but that ain't enough.
He got the worst whiteboard.
That backdoor collusion did not work out for him.
That was
it
a
did
promise
not.
on trade day for sure.
It did not.
Anson Wells, your RIP.
So we're popping my RIP cherry. I might be doing this wrong. But I was introduced to the term origami. Scoregami.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. Shout out, Pete.
I'm going to do record-gami because I am giving the RIP to the 6-3 Chicago Bears.
Oh, how ironic.
Because they're going to flip it and go 3-6 the rest of the way to finish 9-8, and their last game of the season, well, it will matter to the Detroit Lions. And when they think they get to 10, they will fall short at 9. They will be the 8th seed. They will not be in the playoffs. And all these Chicago Bear fans that are rejoicing and thinking they're there, they got to wait another year. R.I.P. the Chicago Bears.
Love that. The second place Chicago Bears, the above the Green Bay Packers Chicago
Tied
Bears,
for
by
first.
the way.
Well, no, we got the
No, yeah, we got the tie. But I just like that they're above the Packers. Like, it just feels so nice for the Packers to wake up in third place in the NFC North.
Shout out.
All right, this one may be a little controversial, Spenny. Hold on to your butt.
I can't wait.
Hold on to your butt. You ready for the RIP? Hit it.
Yeah, you was hyping it up. So.
Rest in peace to all the people who love the messages in the end zone about politics, who love the messages on back of helmets about politics, who love players kneeling before games about politics. But when the President of the United States gets on a broadcast, we shouldn't include politics in sports. This is not the time or place to do that. When Amon-Ra St. Brown does the dance, players should not endorse political figures. But when players decide not to go to the White House, oh, they're so brave. They're so brave. They didn't show up to the White House. But wait, when the sitting president, who never goes to regular season football games, you should at least honor the position, whether you like the man or not. And I don't care if you like the man or not. You respect the position, just like I've always done. So rest in peace to everybody that loved the Save USA. Oh my God, the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance was a political statement, letting you know what it means to America. But then the president gets on and it's a problem. Interesting, you hypocritical motherfucker.
You're really good at this.
That's a very good point.
I mean, you do got to admit, Trump in the booth was kind of,
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
It was.
But as Dan Campbell said, that's the fucking president.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Pretty big deal.
Right.
Well, and as Dan Campbell said, I didn't even know he was there. I was focused on the game. Like, you make it what you want it to be.
Yeah, no,
and that's my point, KG.
I agree with that.
Like, when you're cool with one thing but not cool with the other, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Who do you think did better though, him or Jimmy Carter? Because that was the last president to be up in the booth.
I've never seen Jimmy Carter.
I
in the booth. That's
imagine
before
Jimmy
my
Carter
time,
did
Big
not
Sean.
do a great job up in the booth.
You're right.
You see Jimmy Carter?
Right.
No, I'm just saying that. Listen.
Anson and Maz were covering Jimmy Carter.
I was barely alive during the Carter
Rest in
administration,
peace.
all right? But all I'm saying is that man up in the booth, I guarantee you, it was not good.
Now, listen, what I loved is Trump thought it was a home broadcast for the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's just trying to get his name on the stadium. He don't really care about what's going on the field.
Whatever. I don't care. But either way, I thought the response I saw was just like, well, now wait a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute here. You're telling me these people are national heroes for spitting on the flag, but whatever.
I think they want him to shut up and dribble, Stick.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Oh. Well done. Well done.
All right, tell us about Caesar.
The Trump dance is funny. Though.
The Trump dance is fun.
It's
Yeah,
funny
dude,
as
it's
hell.
amazing.
Yeah.
Caesar Sportsbook. If you're not a bitch and complain about things, go bet here. If you are a bitch, don't bet here. There's your challenge.
Mr. USA.
Woodward 1000 is the code you got to use. 1,000 is your bonus bet if your bet loses up to $1,000. So you're pretty much playing with house money. Go to Caesar Sportsbook today. Click on the QR code above my head and use that code right there.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Buddy's Pizza. Listen, when I was a kid, one of my favorite memories in Detroit, going down to 6 Mile, going to the original Buddy's Pizza, then heading to the old Tiger Stadium. That was the tradition with my best friend Wellington and his dad.
Shout out.
That's all I know about Detroit-style pizza, and Buddy's has perfected it. Save 10% off your entire order today. It's cold outside. Get some hot pizza. Promo code 10MEAL, Buddy'sPizza.com.
Remember when the Pistons at the Silverdome scored 130? You got a free Buddy's Pizza back in the day?
I do not.
That was my first Buddy's experience.
Really?
And we'd all just be going crazy at like 128, just trying to get to 130, and then head on down to Buddy's.
Dr. Pierce coming in very soon to talk about Ahmed Hassanin. We did RIP Tuesday.
Crushed RIP Tuesday.
It's always a mixed bag when you take those stances. And
Undefeated
we
you
see.
are.
Lions going into this week. After what you saw yesterday from the Eagles, do you think it's really going to be a problem in Philadelphia?
Oh, it's going to be a battle. Absolutely. This is the defending champs. They're going to be at home. This is a game that the Lions really, really want, and I think that both teams understand what this is going to say to the rest of the NFL. Are we the front runner in the NFC, or are they? So I don't think that this is going to be a blowout by any means, but I do expect the Lions to go into Philly and win this game.
Well, Dan Campbell once again was talking this morning about this game, and he's like, listen, this is the type of game where one misstep can cost you
Absolutely.
the game. And he was talking about all the penalties yesterday and about how, like, just one negative play can screw up a whole drive, especially when you're going up against an elite defense. And I forget who put it in the chat talking about the defensive line for the Eagles. They're much better than anything we've faced this year. Spenny, you'd agree on that?
Yep.
What is that, Jalix Hunt or something? That guy's been balling.
I mean, and like I'll say it, you know, I've cracked on him a couple times, but Phillips has come in and he's played a nice role for the Eagles.
He was all over the place last night. No doubt.
He played really well for them last night. Is that a concern? Or now with Dan Campbell calling the offense and you're getting rid of the ball faster and all that stuff, I think he's going to help the offensive line by quicker passes, by making Jared Goff a more efficient quarterback. But that's where we as fans got to be patient and understand he's going to take the underneath route the entire way down the field.
I almost wish the game that we had against the Commies was happening this week. That first week of Dan calling the plays, Philly got surprised with that. They're going to be able to read into what they saw this last week, but they only have 1 week of that film. They're going to have to look back through all the other weeks of Johnny Moe, and I don't know how much they're going to be able to take away from that.
That's a great point I didn't even think of.
Well, Dan, at this point, he gets to dial up whatever the hell he wants in this game.
Honestly, that's a great point. They have 1 week of tape to go off of Dan Campbell's offense. And maybe if they want to go back 3 years to when he was calling a game,
with
but
a very different roster.
That doesn't apply to today. Anson, I think that's a really great takeaway from this, because how do you plot against this team now?
What J-Mo are you going to get? Are you going to get eight target over the middle, or is he just going to go down the field?
I think you're going to get 8 targets.
Hell yeah, and that's
going
to keep their defensive coordinator up.
And that's where you can get away with going up against a defensive line of that caliber, because now you're not relying on the 3 seconds needed for J-Mo to get past the safety down the field or to break free from the cornerback. You just really need him to beat his guy across the middle.
Yep.
And that's it. Find the soft spot in the zone, then keep on running.
It'll be interesting to see how they try to establish this run game. Last week, or obviously on Sunday, it was an early big dose of Gibbs, and we've seen a lot of that. I would not be shocked if we see some early Monty in this game. Just for the physicality.
Yeah, I mean, Gibbs has shown you he can be just as physical as Monty,
True.
I think, to this point. Did you see, like, them hitting the line of scrimmage? Gibbs hits it at, like, an average of, like, 15 miles an hour. Montgomery hits it at an average of, like, 9. Wow. Like, that's pretty wild when it comes to how fast these guys hit the line of scrimmage. Dan Campbell was also talking about the tush push. What a dumbass play. You saw him fire off offsides yesterday by literally a half a second. I mean, it was egregious how that didn't get called.
There will be a flag called in the Lions game for that exact problem.
Now, the Lions are one of the teams that voted to keep the tush push in.
Because it's a QB sneak.
And there will be a conference between Dan and the officials. That cannot happen. That replay that we've all been seeing on Twitter since last night, that can't happen against the Lions, and it will, and the Lions will get that flag.
Yeah, should the NFL make that reviewable?
Yeah, I think so. But
instead of taking out the tush push, make that reviewable.
But then you got to open the door to make all penalties reviewable.
Yeah.
And they not going to do
slow that damn game down real
Yeah,
quick.
No, they not going to do that.
How about only in that formation, right? If you're in a tush-push formation, since we can't see the interior of the line, we need to have a way to monitor this. And then it's a challengeable play.
There's something there to that.
You know, it's not like the coach is going to waste a challenge every time. Right. But if it was like last night, Dan Campbell said, you don't practice for the tush-push. I'm not lining my guys up and saying, today we're going 10 times full speed, 100 miles an hour, and just piling on each other. So it's about technique, and he's worried about the other things. If they're mostly worried about a 1-yard play, they're not really doing their jobs.
You know how you stop the tush-push? It's the tush-push on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have 2-3 guys pushing right behind your nose tackles.
Yeah, I forgot the team a couple weeks ago that did it, but they just collapsed everybody to the middle.
No doubt.
And that's how you stop it.
Yep.
It took them 4 years to figure that
out. They basically were tush-pushing their linebacker into their nose tackle, and it was working.
Yeah.
I love this comment by Greg Thomas in the super chat. Shout out to everybody back on YouTube.
Welcome back.
What up to everybody on Twitch? Thanks for being a part of the show today. Great job, guys, on parole. You're doing great.
Hey, yep, we out on bond right now.
We're doing it. First day out. Let's go.
Right, baby.
QT Grizzly. Can we do that?
Bail, fresh out of jail.
KG, how you feeling now after watching last night going against the Eagles this week? Because I looked at the schedule this morning. We got 8 games left. I had us losing maybe 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is one of them.
I don't think so. I think that the Lions offense trumps the Eagles offense by a lot. But we are very similar in style. They like to grind you out as well. If you can find ways to stop Saquon, then you got to hope and rely, if you're the Eagles, on Jalen Hurts being able to hook up with his receivers. And that's something that they've been hitting and miss on a lot this year. And it's crazy because they are very talented. You have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith, and you also have Dallas Goedert, who is having kind of a resurgence right now. But I'm not really worried because defensively, the Eagles can't really stop a nosebleed. They have trouble getting to the quarterback. That plays right into our hands. We have a pretty good offensive line. You keep Jared Goff clean, let him go out there, be surgical. Then I feel like the Lions can win this game. It is going to be a fight, though. They ain't just going to give it up easy. The Eagles are going to do a lot of things. Jalen Hurts can get out of the pocket, make explosive plays down the field. That's something that they have to watch out for. But besides that, I think the Lions can easily win this game if they win the trenches.
If they can't get Saquon going, it's going to be a long day for the Eagles.
Yeah, Will Shipley actually had a decent game yesterday. He showed a pulse. Where was this? Oh, God, where was this comment? Damn it, where is it? Oh, here we go. John Henry, 2671. Eagles look dangerous. That D-line was a problem, and Phillips looks like he was the missing piece on defense.
I wouldn't say that.
Have us dominate Washington. It's another thing moving the ball against that D. And you brought that up. That you just said the defense is kind of struggling a little bit.
No, they have been.
They have been.
They have been.
I mean, but they shut down Jordan Love yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't take that into account.
Yeah,
because Jordan Love is an elite quarterback in this league. How could I miss that?
He is better than Jared Goff.
Yeah.
White.
Why keep looking at me, man? Listen, I just sit next to the guy. All right?
Just sit next to the guy.
You know who I'm talking about? Because I didn't say the name. I'm just saying there's somebody on this network that was very adamant that Jordan Love is better than Jared Goff.
There is.
Maybe I'm from 5 to 7.
Thoughts and views and opinions of Easy Sports do not necessarily
This is the problem with hiring outside people.
Spencer Extra, the Woodward Heavyweight.
Shad216 with the $4.99 super chat. Release the files or protect the Phillies.
Well, not Phillies.
I know.
Yeah. We got to toe the line, brother.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Believe me, I know. I'm not saying that word on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you. We just got off our suspension.
Just got off. First day out. They prayed on our downfall.
Dr. Pierce is circling the block right now trying to find a spot. If you got anything in the chat you guys want us to address today, throw it in there right now. We'll do free form for the next couple minutes here.
I got one. You got an HOA update?
An HOA update?
Yeah, man. What's up? What happened? You never told us about Gate and what actually happened with that.
So Gate is resolved.
Okay.
We caught the guy who broke our gate, walked around the gate, removed the chain just so he could slide open the gate.
Jesus.
And then didn't reconnect the chain. But luckily, we installed new cameras. Found out he works at the golf course. We found him working Did
you
on
call
the job.
ICE?
We approached this dude. Like, what's up, dog? Messing with our chain, man. So So he got caught. The golf course actually covered for him. They paid for the gate.
Okay,
Got
nice.
everything. Halloween was spectacular. The new addition of the sidewalk connection that we added around the big turn was a big hit with the community.
Okay.
That
There
was
you
my
go.
very first thing that I initiated when I got the secretary position in my HOA. I said, you know what? We need safety because I walk Anna to the bus stop. There's a curve without sidewalk because that section is technically not the golf course and it's not part of our subdivision.
Right.
It's actually owned by the power company because the power lines are over it.
Got it.
But we decided, you know what? For the people, because we're good people with the HOA, we're putting a sidewalk there for safety. Become the hit of the neighborhood. I'm telling you.
Look at you, man.
Halloween, kids safe, not having to walk on the street. Just a beautiful thing.
You might be the white Obama of HOAs,
There you
man.
go.
You know what? They
Look
are
at
going to name a
you.
gas station after me.
Yeah. Just your poster with hope on there.
Secretary stick.
Right.
Nope. But yeah, HOA going well. So
That's
thank
good.
you. The HOA update is
Very
over.
successful turn with
You know
my
what?
state
One
so far.
thing that they don't need a board to decide is who's got the best pre-rolls in the game. And
Oh.
we know that is Mad Packs.
Stop
Because
it.
Mad
Shout out
Packs
to Brennan
brings
Larkin.
Well
the
played.
juice. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best products in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any other top-shelf strains. Just go to getmadpacks.com, find a store near you. Mad Flavor, Mad High, Mad Packs.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Planet Fitness, 50 Metro Detroit locations, and they got that Black Card Spa. Yeah, the Black Card Spa. How nice does that sound? You do your workout like Spenny does.
Yep.
Work the legs, work the lats.
Shoulders today.
Shoulders today. And then he's going to go in that spa, get that hydro cooling, get the massage chair. It's a beautiful thing at Planet Fitness. Don't pay the same money to lift the same weights. 50 pounds at Planet Fitness is 50 pounds anywhere else in the world, except it doesn't cost you $100 a month. Planet Fitness. Your fitness is essential. All right, welcome back to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick, filling in for Neil Rule. Anson Wells is here. KG is here. Spenny is here. Still waiting on the doc. What's happening with Doc today? He's running a little bit late, but we'll get to
Where
him.
in the world is Dr. Pierce?
It's on Doc time, but that's all right. Pistons play tomorrow.
Yes, sir. The Bulls.
Talk to me.
You
Get some revenge.
You expect them to defend home court?
Absolutely. I mean, they started their season off with a loss. We'll see if this team's wired for revenge the same way the Lions are.
If you stop Nick Vucevic, you stop the Bulls.
And
'Cause
he has been playing well the last week.
He always goes off on us. I don't
does.
understand it.
Are we to the point with the Pistons to where every game they go into, we're now expecting them to win?
Damn near, yeah. There's not too many matchups that I just think they can't.
If you can go on the road and beat Houston, a team that people are calling to come out of the West, there's not a
But
tougher
how they have
challenge.
Jalen Green?
No,
They don't have
They
Jalen.
traded-
No, he went to the Suns.
I know.
Listen,
I know, you bum ass.
But when a young
Jalen
team,
Green punk ass.
when a young team can go on the road to an opponent like that early on in the season and handle business, they've been handling it at home. OKC is the only team I fear. Only one.
Dude, remember that debate coming out of that draft?
Oh,
Jalen
man.
Green or Cade? Oh man, Jalen Green, he can explode for 40 a game.
The only guy I would have even considered there was Evan Mobley.
Yeah, but that still wasn't even an option. It was.
And I'll tell you what, that whole
Yeah,
draft
okay.
class going to go down as a hell of a draft class.
Well,
glad we had
Scotty
the number one
Barnes,
pick in
first
that draft
autistic
class and
all-star.
didn't find
Scotty
it.
Barnes
Scotty
is
Barnes.
an awkward dude.
He's definitely got autism.
I'm still mad about that rookie of the year, man.
Let's
could have
see. Wolverines at LCA tonight on FS1. Is that
Shout out.
basketball?
Yeah.
What you think about boy Trey McKinney?
Oh no, I haven't seen him yet, but
I
I'm
know I
looking
said I
forward
don't
to
care
watching
about
it.
college sports, but this is an example of how I care about college sports.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trey played at
But
my
you-
old high
yeah,
school.
you've been following
Orchard
him.
Lake St. Mary's.
Yeah.
I've been watching him as a freshman. His first game shot the lights out for U of M. And State has a good freshman too, right, Spenny?
Yep.
They had a freshman light up. Who
Yeah,
was that?
Cam Ward. He played well. He had 18 points and 18 rebounds or 18 points, 10 rebounds. Excuse me.
steal.
And it was impressive. Yeah, 18-year-old kid went out there. He's a big dude for only being 18. He's big. He's put together well. So it was good to see that. Izzo's going to turn him into a monster. Trey McKinney's going to be in the NBA next year. That dude's a lottery pick. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a lottery pick. He's a 6'4" point guard that could shoot from anywhere and get to the ball.
Oh yeah,
And what's
that's
crazy
a good way
is
to
he
get
was a
drafted.
power forward in high school.
Yeah.
Like, he was a 3. Like
Yeah.
he's transitioning there because, like I said, he came in as a freshman about 6'4". So he
Yeah.
really hasn't grown. He's grown bulk,
Yeah.
but he hasn't grown up.
The new NBA positions don't matter anyway. It's all
Right.
positionless. They all can handle the ball. You got 7-foot players handling the ball now.
7'5" man playing
Yeah.
out on the
you,
wing.
You hear about that kid that's 7'9" that's
Yes.
starting for what school is that?
I think it's Florida. Or he's a
Yeah,
backup for
Florida,
yeah.
7'9".
The white boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roop or
and coordinated. too.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
not like super Gumpy, like
Right.
Gumpy because
Not
he's
George
7'9".
Mirasan.
Exactly.
But
his
yeah.
last name's Rue or something.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
Did
a
you see him
freshman.
warming up?
get
It's such
It's
an
ridiculous.
He can
Ridiculous,
dunk
bro.
flat-footed.
Yeah. No, it's like watching me warm up on my little Tykes basketball hoop that
Yeah.
I have for Joey.
Right, man.
Like,
That shit
it's
is not fair,
unbelievable
bro.
to
Ciao,
be that
Joey.
big. So
I
I'm
seen her stacking those syrups at breakfast. That was so cute.
Oh, dude.
Remember when she was stacking the butters and the creams?
She got so excited, man. And she, like, it was the double excitement that got me. Like, she smiled, then she gave you the little extra smile head
Yeah.
nod. So,
Olivier Rue is his name.
Olivier Roux. Dr. Pierce is in the building. The man, the myth, the legend. And before he sits down, we got to acknowledge Athletes Unlimited. It's Dr. Pierce's charity. We went out to the event at Top Golf. And, I apologize to Dr. Pierce through text because, like, we've talked about it. He's told me a little bit about it, but when you get there and you see these athletes that they've helped from sled hockey to all types of sports that involve disabilities, and without Dr. Pierce and that entire organization, they may not have gotten the opportunity to play at all. So, like, that's something that charity is something that I'm huge in, and for Dr. Pierce to use his power and his authority to impact lives like that, like it's one thing to help people because you're a doctor. It's another thing to go above and beyond and do those types of things for human beings and mankind. And I know I'm getting a little sappy with you right now, but I don't give a shit because that's what's important in this world. So, Dr. Pierce, thank you for coming in the studio today.
A little late, but
That's all right.
just dealing with stuff, and I
You're
I
putting
do.
Olympians in the Olympics. It's okay. We understand our time and place.
No, I appreciate you get me pretty emotional. I don't want to get emotional too because everybody saw it last Thursday.
You
But
cried while you were giving your speech, man.
yeah, no, it was special. I'm glad Woodward Sports. You've always been a part of it, and I'm glad you're starting to feel what's going on. And the tribute you guys did to me on Friday, Matt and the gang. It's just that just makes me more motivated to do more. And I'm just someone, like I saw something on Shaq today that here's a guy who has everything, has been everything. He's like, every day my purpose is to make somebody's day. And, that's what I employ all of us. I mean, we all have that power. You don't have to be a Shaq. You don't have to be a Dr. Pierce. You don't have to be anybody. It's a smile. It's a handout, a hand on your shoulder, a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. They accuse me I don't like complimenting people, but I do, and I don't want to get this all sideways, but these athletes, I just talked to someone else, and they don't have a perspective on life. I talked to someone who's very upset. He just feels overwhelmed, underwater, and sometimes you just got to do a check. And I ask everybody, I give a big lecture in Utah over the weekend, and my son was there, and they got emotional too. The presenter that asked me to come out got emotional mostly about what we do for the athletes. And what you say is, as a physician, we're innate to help others, but there's certain people out there that go above and beyond.
Yeah, there's your Hippocratic oath that you have to fulfill, and then there's doing things for other people when they don't even ask you to, and I think that's the difference. And also, recognition to your son, a great young man. I've met him a couple times, and even at the event, he came up and shook my hand. So to have to raise your son to be that type of person, to come up, shake hands, introduce himself. That speaks volumes for you too. So enough stroking.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's get to something serious.
Let's talk about Ahmed Hassanin and his pectoral injury earlier in the season. We talked about it a little bit during the preseason, but they now activated him back on the practice squad. They didn't shut him down for the entire season on the IR, indicating that it was possible to come back from this. Can you explain kind of the recovery process for a torn pec?
So your pec muscle is the big muscle, right? We keep thinking, oh, my chest muscles, boom, the beauty muscles. It's not one muscle, it's multiple muscles. You'll see here it's actually made up of 3 muscles. And when you have a partial tear, he didn't have a complete tear, he had a partial tear. And it's where it is in the belly. When you hear me talk, we talk about, is it in the mid substance, in the mid belly of it, in the beef of it, as opposed to the attachment. When it's in the attachments, you're looking at longer lengths of stay out, longer recoveries, longer healing times, possible surgery. We didn't hear anything about him having surgery. There was probably some secret sauce involved into this. Of course. But you want to be able to, it's your power, right? Like I hurt my arm. I went to, was trying to lift. I can't lift just because of my silly little tear in my bicep muscle. When you lose a pec muscle, it eliminates a lot of stuff you can do. So you got to let that heal to build that NFL strength back up. So that's where he is. I think everybody felt he had football smarts because he had some instinct in him. And this injury, from the doctors, you recover from this. This is not a non-recoverable injury. It's just the time frame is variable.
What's the recovery process? Is it rest? Is it working it out? Is it stretching? What is it? Heat?
It's proper healing of the tissues, right? Okay. We want proper tissue healing. Like it's funny because I just recognized on myself and my arm here, the people don't realize that you have little injuries, like little bruises, and then it forms little blood pockets, and then it collapses on the muscle tissue. So you have to break that down for the tissue to become efficient again. So when you feel something in your muscle, like somebody punches you and they put their knuckle out, how they want to put a bruise into you,
yep.
Or you get a helmet to the leg, those things actually add up to inefficiencies of your muscle and your biomechanics. So all those things matter. Like when you go get massages, when you get, this chiropractic adjustments, when you do your Pilates, all that is getting your body into ideal biomechanics, right? You've heard me use the silly thing like, a car will go down the street with one wheel out of alignment, but eventually it'll wear out.
Right.
If you correct it early, you do preventative care, and now you're going to be more efficient and more biomechanically sound. So that's the same thing going on here. You want to heal properly. You don't want to rush it. Like Hutchinson's a great example of the steps of recovery. So when you're doing it, no, you don't work it out. It's not more pain, more gain. That's not the situation. You have to go to its tolerance and slightly below that so you don't continue that micro tearing.
The Lions have dealt with a ton of injuries, obviously, over the past 2 years. I'm not asking you to grade their strength and conditioning team, but in everything you've seen, them bringing players back, are they doing it the proper or have – I don't want you to – I'm putting you in a weird position because you don't know the exact diagnosis, obviously.
Right.
But do you think this strength and conditioning team is handling everything the right way moving forward?
I have applauded multiple times the medical and training staff of the Detroit Lions. We've had crazy injuries. Have I had injuries where they were overuse or muscle imbalances? There was a strengthening coach that was over squatting. I was in Utah. It was the BYU team. They replaced the whole team because they weren't acknowledging it. This team, with the science we have today, if you're not acknowledging it, you're missing today's medicine, today's training, today's methods. So no, I think, like I do my silly show, I think it's thumbs up definitely for the training staff for the Detroit Lions.
Love it. Well, Doc, we're out of time today, but I know you're going to be on again on Thursday, correct?
Yep.
So we got a lot more to cover then. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for everything you do for the community, and thank you for keeping us in the knowledge of all the injuries that are happening throughout the Lions season.
Right.
Dr. Pierce,
thanks,
Michigan
guys.
Sports and Spine Center, powered by Amon-Ra of Southfield. Make sure you give them a call today if you're having any back injuries or anything like that. Any injury, really, right, Doc?
We do everything short of surgery, and if you do need surgery, we have a team of surgeons that we like using that follow our same philosophy.
And as you can tell, this is a doctor who actually gives a shit, not somebody that's just trying to get you in there to rush some insurance payments. So go to Dr. Pierce. Braylon running by.
He was just in the
down
studio.
Woodward right now.
Shout out.
Braylon Edwards up next with Shep. They'll be on from 2 to 4, followed by the heavyweights with Spencer and the guy I have not mentioned today. We will see you later. Great show today. Anson, thank you for stepping in. KG, thank you for being here. Legit, actually showing up.
Right, contrary to popular belief.
And Spenny, love you, man. Have a great day.
Love you too, man.